on. Join the crew. Put a hat on. You know what I'm saying?
My
And,
bright ass Knicks
and he's
hat.
matching. He's matching. Yo, check this out. This is R is Untitled. We are live every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for joining me and the crew, of course. My name is R Jones, the R, henceforth R is Untitled. Before I introduce these two luminaries that are on with me, let me just put this up here real quick. It goes a little something like this: like, share, and subscribe. Please do me the honor, the privilege of like, sharing, and subscribing to R is Untitled, the YouTube page of the same name. Let's get on it, man. The journey to let's see, what's my goal? My goal is to have roughly 500 subs. It all starts with one. So let's make this happen. I appreciate it. Blessings. And with that being said, joining me, as always, the man, Double D, formerly of the Bronx, now residing in North Carolina. That poor man, I'm joking, of course. He is Dominic Donardo. He is here. Thank you for joining me, Dom. And also joining us, the dude from Queens. I'll just say, I'm not going to say where. I don't want nobody tracking you down. Is my boy, childhood friend, David. David, your mic is live. Thanks for joining me. Guys, how you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing well. What's up, Tom?
All good, guys. Let's roll.
Let's roll. Yes,
Before
sir.
you start, let me just once again reiterate, guys.
Yes.
Like, share, subscribe to this. R is doing a wonderful job with this. And on the side, I'm going to put a link for a GoFundMe so we can get R a camera that shoots in color.
Wait. What?
You're looking black and white on my screen.
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with this damn thing. This damn computer, I hate it. I might have to do an Apple or whatever.
Are you working with a Polaroid camera?
I don't, dude. I don't know what's up with this camera. One week it's flawless. The next week I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna have to pluck down a couple of grand and get the one of these not to say iPhone, one of these Apple computers or whatnot, an iMac or whatever it's just called.
Mac. Get an iPad before you get a Mac.
I already have an iPad, bro. I don't know if that's gonna work on this.
Why don't you use that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work on this either.
I don't think
as the host.
Well, as StreamYard, I don't think it'll work with that. You know,
I use it all the time.
Yeah, but
as far as hosting capability,
right? That's what I asked you.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And joining us once again is
yes,
Munchie has liked and subscribed. I just got to get her to share.
If you could do that, that'd be amazing. Okay, we're gonna go on David Letterman.
Let's not forget, like I always say, support is free.
That's right.
It don't cost you a penny.
No, it does not. So that really ticks me off. 718 men. What the? I should have at least 300 at least. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another day. I'm gonna do something on this.
We beat that horse to death.
Oh, I'm still gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it till it's dead. You know what I'm saying? But that, like you said, we already been there, so I get it. I understand. So with that being said, let me take off this like, share, subscribe. By the way, like, share, and subscribe in case you didn't get the point. Let's move on. Let's get to the MLB. The season's winding down. Both our teams, the New York Mets and the New York Yankees, they're both. I think they're both in the lead in the wild card standings, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps maybe not.
The Mets might have
dropped
somebody behind. I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, I mean they're in it, but
right.
I don't know if they're in the lead for that.
The Mets are in third.
Oof,
the Yankees are in first in the wild card.
In the wild card, okay,
right,
gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, it's winding down, and honestly, I think as fans of both teams, we wanted to see New York baseball succeed, and by that I mean having both the Mets on top and also the Yankees on top, and guaranteed spots in the playoffs that's coming up. So, but there's some concerns.
At least some home field, advantage.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly.
I think the Mets would have to be on the road throughout.
More than likely. And who do you think they'd be facing?
I don't even know what the thing is.
They're the
right
last
now.
team, so they would
face
they
the
would play
third place team, the Cubs,
the Dodgers.
the
I think
Dodgers,
they would play
right?
the Dodgers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We know. Okay. We know how that plays out.
But the Yankees, if the Yankees win today,
Mhm.
the Blue Jays already lost.
Okay.
The Yankees could be 3 out with 9 games to go. The Red
Do they
Sox
play? Do they
and
play them?
the Red Sox and the Blue Jays play each other next week. So
Mm,
somebody's gonna lose.
yeah.
Right.
Boston is still, they're only a game ahead of Cleveland. So
Mhm.
they're in win mode too.
Okay.
Cleveland.
I still had the Yankees winning the East, guys. I'm not like a normal Knicks fan. I'm
Right.
not gonna give up.
So you're gonna stand by your. You're gonna stand by your team. You're gonna stand by your
until
team.
somebody gets that little star that says clinch division.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you.
No.
I see somebody here. What's
Look
going?
at
Not in the
that.
dark. Mr. Live
good.
we can see you clearly.
Yeah.
Look at all,
I had to put away the teddy, right?
Yeah. Looks like he got a cut or something.
I
I'm
know.
trying to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Got a clean cut. Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
All right.
Where the lady at,
Had,
man?
had something to do. You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't got nothing to do with it. Start woofing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was hoping y'all didn't wear hats. I got my hair cut for the show. Y'all come on with hats.
Hey, man, gotta do it, man. Gotta do it, man.
All right, so we have to have a pre-show meeting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Live never wears a hat, I don't think.
No,
I've never seen him on this
No.
broadcast. Never.
he doesn't wear anything on the top or the bottom.
Ouch.
Starting early.
The sniper has appeared, ladies and gentlemen. The sniper has appeared. Listen, no offense, Live, but I'm kind of glad you had to take the pressure off me because this guy be gunning for me 24.
I seen it already. I seen it. I'm okay. So
I'm glad that you're now the butt of the jokes.
Yeah, right.
Thank God.
Listen,
Thank God.
You said butt, no pun intended.
Ouch.
All good. But anyway, getting back to the Mets and Yankees, I noticed a kind of similar deficiency they have, and it's with the pitching, both relief and starters as well. I was seeing something about David Peterson is going through struggles. He was was he their lone all? No, he was their lone all-star, but he was an all-star this season, and his past several appearances have not been good.
Yeah,
because he's been really the one that's been carrying the burden and whatnot. And with Kodai Senga,
oh God, don't get me started.
I gotta get started, dude. I mean, again, and Sean Manaea, dude, it's been falling apart, man. It's been falling apart. It's not good. And the Yankees aren't that much better. I hate to even say it, but they're not. They're really not. And I'm seeing a lot of inconsistencies. Defensively with the Yankees, they're making a lot of bonehead plays, led by that guy that was a former Gold Glove shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Yeah.
It's not been coming together. This is really concerning going into the playoffs or whatnot. Because if they do make the playoffs, if they do, that is, I don't know. Will it be a sustained run or not? My opinion is it won't be a sustained run. It'll be a short off playoff season for them.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see. Last year, the Mets, they stormed back because they got all that momentum, and they essentially were in a can't lose situation last year where they had to win almost every game, and they pretty much did that down the stretch. This year, to be honest, what killed them was that long stretch that they had about a month ago where they just couldn't win. I mean, it was just and going into the other night. The other night though, what was it? Today's Thursday, so I guess it was the game Tuesday night. They had lost 8 straight prior to that.
Right.
And some of those games they led. And to lose that Philadelphia series, I buried them. So, you come off of a series at Citi Field a couple weeks prior where you sweep them 3 games and you got momentum and Philly is starting to hear the footsteps, and then you go into Philly and you drop 4. So right now it's win and you're in. They hold the tiebreaker against Cincinnati, but I think Arizona has a tiebreaker against.
Yes,
them.
they do. Yes,
So,
they do.
they basically winning, you're in, and they got the Nationals this weekend. They won 2 out of 3 from the Padres, which they've always given the Mets trouble. So, they know what they got to do, and I just hope that they're not going to be solely relying on these young pitchers that these rookies that they got out there. That kid Jonah Tong pitched very well today. Gave him 5 strong innings, 8 strikeouts, no walks, 1 run. But they're not battle tested.
No.
So this stretch is going to make a break.
It's funny, they're almost in the same boat. The Mets ERA as a team is 4.02. The Yankees is 4.03.
Wow.
The Yankees have a better batting average against than the Mets, which is kind of odd because we always say the Mets had better pitchers.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what would save the Yankees is this Fried kid and Gil, however they say his name.
Yeah.
Getting him back off the injury list, like I always say, it's like getting a trade without trading them.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Again, 3 games out after the night, hopefully, with 9 games left.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you know what, Dom? Gil, or how, just like you said, how you pronounce his name? He definitely was a rise up for them. But I tell you this much right now: everybody else, the starters are having hard times going deep in games. I noticed that, and it's overworking their pen, and that's where the problem is. Because once the games get late and whatnot, that's where if they have a lead, that's where they're going to blow the leads and whatnot. Because again, your reliance on the bullpen is too much. It's too much. They can't get deep in games. Before, I used to always have a standard with starting pitchers: get 7, get me 7 innings.
Yeah.
At worst 6.
Bless you, Dom.
Bless you, by the way. Yeah, at worst 6 innings. God bless you again. You know what I'm saying? But these guys, it's not happening for some reason. We're doing 5 1/3, 5 2/3.
Yeah,
that's not good enough in my eyes, and it never has been good in my eyes. If you're a starting pitcher in the major league,
that's the new baseball, though. Or like you said, remember it was 7. You bring in your setup guy for the 8th, you close in the 9th. Now the guys are coming out in the 6th inning.
It's
so
ridiculous.
you basically got to have 4 closers per game.
Bro, but you know what?
That's baseball, I mean,
I get it, but you know what? It's ridiculous. They need to go back in time. They need to go back in time. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, take it back to the days where Bob Ginson, there was no relief pitcher with Bob.
We're dinosaurs, are.
I
know exactly.
We're talking about Bob Ginson.
I hate to say it early.
That whole mentality, man.
Our age shows itself every show.
It sure does.
The NBA, the NFL.
Yeah, true that.
Exactly. I always makes me feel like I'm watching in the 50s.
I mean, when's the last time? I can't even tell you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
It might have been Garrett Cole last year or the year that pitched the complete game.
It was him.
Yeah,
for the Yankees.
Right.
I don't know who the hell pitched the complete game for the Mets.
I couldn't even tell you.
I think someone did this year, but I
really?
Wow.
I feel like someone did, but I'd have to look it up. But
okay,
because I know a big deal was made out of it, and they threw him a parade.
Right.
Basically, because it's like unheard of.
Let me see if I get Mr. Live. Live, you like baseball or not really? You're not into that. Oh, I not hearing you.
You're on mute.
Yeah. Oh, is he on mute?
Live, you're on mute.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I haven't kept up with it in such a long time. Again, I think I told y'all, man, I go back to Craig Nettles and Willie Randolph and all of them. You know what I'm saying?
So you go way back with baseball.
Way like child. I used to flip cards and
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Live. You know that the Giants and the Dodgers don't play in New York anymore.
Damn, Snipe. Yeah. It was that long. Again, me and Ron Guidry is good friends. Me.
There you go,
Ron Guidry. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I hear you.
Goose Gossage and all of them.
Okay, you naming from the 70s.
Chris Chambliss. Yeah,
guys,
Reggie Jackson, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember when
Ron Guidry
before the Yankee games, they used to play the Chris Chambers home run against KC to clinch the
walk off?
the walk off.
Yeah.
I think that might have been like one of my earliest walk off type memories watching on TV. And I used to always look forward to the pregame when they would come on and they would show the highlight from that. That was crazy. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah,
11,
no, those was good times, man. Those was good times.
11 pitchers have pitched complete games this year.
Wow.
Two of them, three
Damn.
of them did it. 3 of them did it twice.
Wow.
Damn.
No Mets or
No
Yankee.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that.
Valdez, Lodolo, Beebe, Evaldi, Wheeler, Corbin, Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
How about that? A former Met and a former.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And the 3 Valdez, Laduo, and Beebe have 2 complete games.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, wow.
Do we have any no hitters this year?
I
don't
think
think
you
so.
may have, but they may have been combined. A combined no hitter.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I could have sworn I saw that.
I know we had a couple of close ones that were lost in the ninth inning or so.
But you know what though? Can I tell you guys something about the sport?
Hold on, guys. Dave brought this up. This is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This could be the first year since, I guess it would be 20 years.
Wow.
Since 2005 that we have not had a no-hitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was
10 games left.
So there was no hitter. None.
As of mid-September 2025, there have been no
Wow.
Major League Baseball no-hitters, making it a rare event that hasn't happened since 2005. You know what's weird? When we say 2005, and then you say, damn, that was 20 years ago.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Right. You know what?
Yeah, this could be the first time in 20 years.
You know what though? Honestly, let me go off topic for a minute. It's still staying in the lane of baseball. I used to be, and David will tell you, I used to be the most stat guy.
Yep.
When it comes to the sport of baseball back in the day.
Yeah.
And I used to I made up baseball games of my own.
Yep.
I bought board games and stuff like that. This is before
You remember the old Metal Boy games, the old with the magnets and all that?
What was the game? What was the game? Stratomatic?
Something
like that. Yeah.
When we were kids, R made this game.
Yeah.
And it was like his own version of Stratomatic, and he made cards for all the players and had the
wow.
And he even made a card for like me in the game.
Wow. That's dope. That's dope.
I'm telling you, that's how much of a passion I had for the game.
Yeah.
What killed it for me was those strikes. I was seriously, I was devastated. I was devastated with the sport. I was like, oh, I hate them. I was hurt because how dare they? How dare they take my love of that sport and just push it to the side like it's nothing? You know what I'm saying?
I had to keep it. One, I'm from the Bronx.
Right.
My mother grew up in the Bronx.
Okay.
A Yankee fan.
Okay.
And that's all I ever had. Serious, guys. I mean, remember, I'm old enough to have seen a lot of World Series and a lot of shitty seasons with the Yankees.
Yeah,
no doubt.
That's
no
all
doubt.
I ever had. I could never depend on the Knicks. I could never depend on the Jets.
Right.
And to this day, it's still the same to me. As much as I love my Knicks, there's always something about the Knicks that makes me think it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen. Maybe it's the history. I don't know.
I mean, I get
it. I always had the Yankees, guys, so I could never give up on. I know what you're saying, R. I was the same way.
Yeah, bro.
They strikes. Everybody strikes.
They ripped my heart out, man. Because again, you're not exactly destitute playing this sport, even back then.
Right.
You're getting a good amount of money.
They were always the wealthiest.
Exactly. You're getting a good amount of money already off the top. You understand? Back, especially like I said, back in them days, the cost of living wasn't high as it is now and whatnot. You're getting paid to play a game.
Right.
How fortunate are you?
Yeah.
You understand? So when I look at it that way, I'm like, excuse my cursing, But I'm like, these motherfuckers pissed me off, man. And
but you know what saved me? You know what saved me even through the strike? Other than me having two other shitty teams. Mm-hmm. And it really came full circle when I met you guys. When I would see baseball strike, I would be like, and I told y'all a million times, look at the NFL. Settles for everything under the sun. Do that shit in baseball. Right. And they'll walk right by you with the chains and the locks.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
exactly.
When you get your shit together.
Exactly.
Well, the NFL will say, and the NBA was the same way for years until they maybe, it was during their strike shortened season where they went back to the CBA and it became like, what was it? 55-45 player, where the CBA was opposite. It was always like 60-40 team, 65-35 player, and they balanced it. But that took them years, guys.
Yeah.
NFL, still two steps behind.
Of course.
Guess what? Even with a strike, baseball comes back and makes you say, at least me. This is why I love baseball. You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
Shut me out.
Well, they definitely shut me out. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie.
I almost got that way.
I still hold it against them to this day. I still have some resentment towards them, which is why I'm not fully ingrained in the sport as I used to be. You understand? Because I'm holding it against me. Because when I say they ripped my heart out, they literally ripped my fucking heart out. I was like, yo.
But
I was like, are y'all kidding me?
I think I've had more bitter feelings with the Knicks than any other team that I've ever rooted for. The Jets.
I get it, man. I get it.
But the Knicks, it's like the Melo debate. Should his rap name be in the thing? We had a losing record with this guy. Got to the playoffs twice, out the first round once.
Right.
And don't give me that shit. He didn't have nobody to play with because either than Allen Iverson, and he went to the finals. That's where I started getting really frustrated with the Knicks. Like, okay, you finally land this supposedly guy,
right?
And we were still the Knicks. The Jets go out and get Aaron Rodgers, and we were still the Jets.
But
the Yankees keep chugging along. Like, we may not win a World Series, but we're going to be competitive every year.
I think is the goal anyway.
Record in like 35 years.
Really? Wait a minute. Wasn't there one season that was kind of? I don't know about that, Dom. I think there was one season. There was one season where they was like, if not 500, maybe a little below.
I'm gonna find out.
Because it wasn't a great season for them. I can tell you right now. Whatever season that was.
They've had some. Again, remember, guys, the Yankees won the World Series in '77 and '78, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They went to shit till 81, lost to the Dodgers, and then went to shit till the 90s.
Yeah.
So I've seen all of this, guys. I mean,
I saw it.
It ain't like the guys that the old folks like my mother that got to see DiMaggio, Mantle. No, they was winning at a clip every 4 years. They won a World Series.
Okay,
so
all right.
Trust me, I suffered.
I feel you. Yeah. And let me take the time to bring my brother Bishop in the room. Thanks for joining us. Your mic is live, of course, brother. Hope all is well.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Sound kind of low, buddy.
1992.
1992.
Okay. All right. Last losing season. That's a good stretch there.
For sure.
How about this to live? Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2. That's getting there. You getting there?
Okay. You got that live? You got that live?
33 years.
What's going on, bro?
Ain't that live? You sleep? What's going on?
He's chilling, man.
Baseball. I'm catching up on something too. So you know what I'm saying.
I said I'm gonna turn my camera off. Fucking with y'all.
I thought you was gonna bust out. I said microphone check.
Yeah. I know.
Right over my head.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna put a link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can hear some stuff. Man. I sent it to Dom already. So you know.
Okay.
I wanted you to come off the dome. I was
you know what? I'm that was never me, man. I was never freestyle king, man. I'm a writer. I write my stuff.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But you know, that wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
I missed my chats with live though. I told y'all, man, this mother would call me. We'd be on the phone till tomorrow.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
I'd be on the phone snoring and shit.
No, me too. Same shit.
Him and Dom was like, "You hang up." No, you hang up.
Yeah, like remember back in the day when you talking. Dave, you need to stop it. You're really getting me annoying, man. But serious, if live ever calls you, you better get your headphones. You better plug your phone in.
Damn, dude, it's like that.
And trust me.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, when intelligent conversation happens, man, it branches off. So you know,
right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. In that case, it could be 12 hours.
Not to get off topic. He's funny because he'll talk and say some shit about the Knicks, and then 35 minutes later, we're talking about world peace, the price of chicken.
Yeah.
Who didn't cut their grass?
Exactly.
The grass should help.
Like this.
I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture. The grass should help. You know what I'm saying? Dom told me that shit was fungus, and I was like, yeah, you're fucking right.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Listen, we're gonna move on, man. Let's go to the lane. Hey, Dom, real quick, man. Last night on the Bleed Blue show, I got a kind of continuation off of that in talking about the Knicks and whatnot. And what obstacles do they face, and blah blah blah, and so on and so on. We're gonna get into it after this NFL nonsense. What is that one poem? There's no joy in Mudville. I know that alluded to baseball.
Came to bat.
Okay.
When Casey struck out. Yeah.
Thank you, David. This time I'm gonna actually start with football. There's no joy in Mudville as far as football goes in New York. Both teams are started off with 0-2. I don't know, man. It's not looking good. And I know this is a 17-game season, but it's just not really looking good for either team. Let me have some of your impressions on your Jets and Bishop, your Giants, and I'll chime in, and I'm sure Live might chime in as well.
Yeah, no, I got a little something, man.
Well, let me I'll jump right in there real quick, and then I'll let the real football fans get in there.
Oh, okay.
Week 1, the Jets didn't look like the same old Jets, and there was promise. So they lost a game that they really could have won, and, but there was no shame in it. They played very well, and I saw things that made me feel like, maybe they're turning the corner. Then they regressed this week. What I saw, they looked bad. Penalties. They were just they just looked like a different team than the week before. And so it's like, will the real Jets stand up? Because I don't know what to expect going into next week. So I'm worried about that. I'm concerned about that. With the Giants, I think it was the opposite. Just looking at it, I didn't see the game, but week 1 they didn't look good at all, and then week 2, they played tough. And in Dallas, and that's a game that they could have won, but unfortunately they didn't. But it seemed like at least they got better.
Right.
So,
here's the weird thing, guys. The best and only team that actually is from New York is the best team in New York.
Yeah.
And that's Buffalo.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
For now.
Right.
For now.
Ain't that something? No, they'll be the best team in New York for quite some time.
Oh, well, yeah, for New York.
Not only, like I said, are the only team that play in New York.
Right. Yeah.
They're the ones that wiped the Jets this week. I will say this, though. I did watch that Giants game. And that was Russell Wilson looked like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he looked like old Russell Wilson.
And then he looked like Russell Wilson when he threw the pick to lose the game. I'm like, you talking about full circle.
In defense of Russell, and he doesn't really throw a lot of picks like that, to be honest with you.
But that one was weird. If y'all watch the game,
you know what? He was getting that off the whole game, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the same kind of thread. You know what I'm saying? But it it didn't happen that time. I think he gambled. He gambled and he lost. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm saying the receiver ran a route to the outside and he threw it to the inside.
That's what I thought, but it looked like, damn,
it was
man.
just like, what's going on? The Giants got, even though they lost that game, they showed a lot of promise.
Yeah.
The offensive line finally, was like, okay, well, we're gonna give you a chance to throw, dude. We're gonna give you some time. And he showed with a little bit of time, he can still pick these.
Yeah, he can still get his target. Yeah. Plus, they had that dude point shaving. Yeah, that dude with like 3 penalties. And, he was making egregious shit. Like I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like when he tried to smack the shit out of homie. Like I'm like, yo, what was that?
Right.
Like what part of football was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when he was laying on homie, I was like, hey,
what's going on? Exactly. Hey, yo.
Like whistle blowing, peanut, you know what I'm saying? Cat from the concession stand with the pen. Everything was over with, and he's still fucking right, still in the play. I was like, that was funny.
You didn't take your medication.
Weird. One got waxed 1 week, one got waxed the next week.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't think we're expecting much from either team, honestly.
I'm expecting the Giants to win about 10 to 12 games because they.
All right.
Whoa.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a lot.
I'm expecting them to win 10 to 12 games. They got a decent team.
So that's like 2 seasons worth for them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know about that.
And you're 0-2 to start.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson can still throw the long ball. He's still
true. That's true.
And that's going to win you a lot of games. That's going to win you a lot of games just because your quarterback is better than the other team's quarterback. And when the game is like close, like if they can keep the game close, I have confidence that he can close out.
Okay, so school me on something. Like I thought Russell Westbrook was. I'm Westbrook. Wow. The Sierra husband was in there to kind of right the ship, and then they put the new quarterback in there. I remember they used to do that at football. So I thought that was that. That's not what's happening. He gonna rock the whole season.
I think unless he gets hurt, I think he gonna rock the whole season because he showed Sunday.
He showed that for that one game. But there's that potential. There's that potential for that quarterback circus. You know what I'm saying? Because if he starts struggling, the call's gonna come for that Jackson Dart guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. At the Giants' schedule, they might not win a game till week 5.
I'm saying, what team are they playing that their defense is going to be applying that much pressure on the offensive line? Just be consistent. You don't have to just be consistent and give him the time. And he showed Sunday that he could still scramble out of the pocket. That was another thing. He showed that he could still scramble out of the pocket, and he's still a threat. So I'm not a huge Russell Wilson fan, but considering what we had in that position before, it is definitely a welcome sight to see. And it was like welcome.
I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed.
They're one of the worst defensive teams in the league right now as far as points against.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you have a good offense, which we saw against the Cowboys, Russell Wilson was lighting it up, but they couldn't stop the other team. And their numbers show that. They gave up 60. Their third in points against in 2 games. And it ain't like they're lighting it up. They scored 43 points and gave up 62.
Wow. Yeah.
The defense ain't what they used to be. And they got a tough road, guys.
52?
Huh?
What was the score?
And what?
Yeah, it was high. Yeah.
Against the Cowboys?
It was like
40 to 37.
40 to 37. Yeah.
So
that was a shootout.
And then that 64-yard field goal. It's like, not too many teams that's gonna be hitting 64-yard field goals. Like,
that was crazy. That guy, he set an NFL record with that.
Yeah. Hey,
I thought it was longer than supposed. I thought it was like farther than 64.
What? What's happening? What's happening? Whoa! What's happening?
Oh boy.
Then father. I said further, father. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said that. And I'll put the pause on it. So
They might win week 5 against the Saints.
Meanwhile,
they play the Eagles.
That's a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Yeah.
The who?
Yeah, that's a loss.
Broncos. Then
That's
the
probably
Eagles
another
again.
loss.
Then the Niners.
The
Then
Niners
the
will
Bears.
beat them.
So we saying,
Yeah, the Niners.
we saying they're going to lose against Kansas
They
City?
might not win 7 games. Never mind 13.
Oh, they're
Are you
playing
saying they
Kansas
lose
City?
against the Chiefs?
They play the Chiefs next week, right?
Yes,
I mean, well,
this week.
you know, they next year. Yeah.
This week. Yeah, this week.
Who the Giants play the Chiefs this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sunday
In
night?
Kansas City, I think. Let me see.
In Kansas City? No, shouldn't it be?
Or it's going to be conflicted.
No, it's in Jersey.
It's in Jersey, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna go get my Chiefs hat. Y'all mentioned that shit. I was telling my wife the other day, the only hat I never bought was an NFL hat. Like I don't have no Jets.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta get
I got a 5-year Jets hat.
I got a couple of Jets hats.
I don't have
Meanwhile,
Giants.
Daniel Jones is 2-0 with the Colts.
I know.
How about who?
Ain't that something?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, we got a fan.
You know
Obviously, we got a fan.
What I love about Bishop is that when he hears a fact that he doesn't like,
right,
a fact. So what?
Yeah, he's very good. Very
They have
very dismissive.
because of the division they're in. I said this before though. Because of the division they're in, they have a better chance of making the playoffs than the Giants.
Yeah.
Wow.
Simply based on the division and who they play.
That's right.
So the only thing I have to say to that is he is who we knew him to be and who he was. Eventually, yes, he's gonna revert back to. That's just like the kid Purdy. He is who he is. You know, they can prop him up or whatever. At the end of the day, 49ers are always going to be disappointed because they didn't. They're trying to make Purdy somebody he ain't. Trying to make him somebody.
So let me just ask you this, sir. So you don't believe that the change of scenery is better? Like I said this, I've always said this before. Certain guys just can't cut it in New York, and I know Duke is not a football powerhouse. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, but he was obviously good enough to stick around the NFL for a little bit and get paid on top of that and have starting opportunities.
Yeah, he got it's back. Right.
There was a fairy godfather in the mix. Somebody looking out for the kid because out of all of them years in New York, he never showed anything. Anything remotely that he was never good at anything.
Now I'm not a fan.
Don't the Colts have a better offensive line than the Giants?
Probably.
Yeah, it's 2 games. Don't get carried away. It's 2 games.
There goes.
If you could throw the
football, they might have the opposite record. How many games they play now? 17?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Giants might win 7. So that means they'll be 7-10. The Colts might be 10-7. Again, if you look at while y'all are talking, I'm looking at who they play. They got a weak division, guys.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I got a little noise in the background. My bad.
Week 8.
Okay.
Our boy Steve.
What the hell is going on back there, Ray?
He says the Giants secondary is trash. What do you think about that?
Who's that, Steve?
Yeah.
He may have
Steve was all.
You know,
he may have.
That's a Giants fan there, boy.
He'll tell you. He'll definitely tell you.
I'm hopeful.
Well, you certainly are. You're hoping for what, 10 to 12 victories? Wow, that
ain't happening. $1. That shit ain't happening.
They'll win the games they supposed to win, and they win a couple.
That's the hard part.
That's
Which ones are they supposed to win?
That's the hard part.
No problem.
We'll see.
It's a lot of confidence there, guys. A lot of confidence.
To beat the Chiefs?
Are they supposed to be? The Chiefs can be beat. The
I'm
Chiefs
saying
can
what
be beat.
you said supposed to. Are they supposed to beat the Chiefs?
Any given Sunday, my friend.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's what
So
the
they
fuck
might
I'm
get
talking
Sunday
about,
given
B.
Sunday.
That's
So
what
you-
I'm talking
I mean,
about.
I'm
You
not
can
saying
say
that
that
because I
every
don't like
week.
the Giants.
Not
Yeah.
son.
Yeah,
That's a
The
die
numbers
right
ain't
there.
adding
You
up.
don't ask me no dumbass questions. Any given Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
yeah, that's like
That's-
anybody can be beat. Anybody can be beat.
Of
Like
course.
Kansas City.
This is
Kansas
true.
City didn't go undefeated. They lost some games and
Right.
games that people thought, hey, they got this
So
in the
Bishop,
bag.
Bishop, you said the games that they're supposed to win. So we're trying to identify which games those are.
They were
On,
supposed
on paper, on
they were
paper,
supposed to
which
be the
games are they?
Cowboys. Who else? Tell me the schedule.
They were supposed to beat the Cowboys. They
Let me
did.
see if I can. Let me see if I can find this.
So that's
Schedule.
one off the
They got
board.
Kansas City,
Okay.
the
They're
Chargers.
Beatable.
That's not the question. That's not the answer.
You're right.
Can they beat them?
Yes.
Okay.
The Chargers,
All right, if you
yes.
say so.
The
That's
Kansas
what?
City might be tough in Kansas City, but we have a chance. The
0-2.
Bears, yes.
Okay, so
Wait a
let's
minute, wait a minute, we didn't get there yet.
let's rephrase the question before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
If you were betting,
Right, would you bet on?
which games would you bet on? Just win, forget spread, win or loss. Tell me the games that you would bet in favor of the Giants.
Okay, the
They
Chargers,
said they're gonna
Bears, the Bears. Who else? What's next on the schedule
Hold on.
after the Bears?
Wait, we didn't get there. We got Kansas City,
Right?
How you
Chargers,
betting?
The Chargers.
the Saints,
Yeah.
which is probably their first win. Like I said, week 5.
Okay, so that's
Week
I got
6, Eagles.
2. Okay,
Eagles.
That's
That's L.
that'll be tough. That'll be tough. That'll be a tough one.
Week 8, Eagles again.
That might be a letdown
So far,
game.
they're 2-6.
That might be a letdown game. That second Eagles game. That might be a letdown game.
I don't know for who. Week 9, the 49ers.
We could beat them. Yep. I have no confidence in Purdy and the rest. No, we can beat
That's
them.
a fan.
Yeah.
Word.
Week 10 is when they play the Bears, Bishop.
The Bears. That's a W.
Week 10.
11 Packers.
That's a W.
12
okay.
Lions. Right after 12 games, I got them 3-9, but they play the Packers. Week 13, the Patriots.
Yeah, that's a W. When do they play the Panthers?
Yeah.
When do they play
4-9.
Who the fuck is the Patriots? Oh no, my bum.
Yeah. Week 14 is
Yeah, no, I hate the Patriots since back in the day, B.
I get it. I get it.
I was about to say, yeah.
15, the Vikings.
Okay.
Week 17, the Raiders. So, yeah, I got them at 5-12.
I think they're going to get better as the season goes on. So the second game,
I'm talking about.
If you look at the first game, they look lost. The second game, they were like, okay, well, we can work with something. Like you started seeing, all right, well, if they work with this dude, we can win some games that people don't think we're going to win. Because Russell's going to get
I kind of saw that as a the rivalry, man. We're gonna get up, national TV, and we're gonna get up for the Cowboys, man. I would attribute that to that.
Russell Wilson was airing that out, and he was
damn sure was. I love the game. I mean, that was one of the first football games I've seen in a minute. I love that game.
So you gotta look at that.
Can he maintain? My only question is, can he maintain?
Right? Can he maintain?
Sure.
Yeah,
one game.
He hasn't maintained the whole
Not
season
behind
in quite
that
some
line.
time. Yeah.
Exactly.
He hasn't maintained for quite some time, guys.
And
I like Russell Wilson.
Well, yeah, but they protected him last week, so why wouldn't they? Why would they follow that up?
I don't know.
Well, you're a true fan, and I like that.
Yes, exactly. I love that.
I'll give you this. So
Dom, is that a cat?
Yeah. Where you been?
I thought that was a screen sticker.
No, she's been on every show.
Exactly.
more than what I can say about some of the independent crew, but that's a different story.
Mhm.
But I'll give you this. So like Dom said, realistically, maybe 5 and 12. You said, Dom, and I think maybe there'll be 8 and 9 if you include moral victories.
Yeah.
I got them winning 10 games. So
all right.
I know you guys
All right.
don't see it, but I got them winning at least 10 games. So it'll be like 3 games over 500. I got them being there.
All right.
Sir, if that happens, I'm going to rename you. I'm going to rename you the Oracle.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you know what? I hope
I'm
you're right.
pulling for you, man.
Yeah, exactly. We're
we're pulling for you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got you.
I'm looking at Russell Wilson's numbers over the last several years. We had this conversation when he left Seattle and went to Denver, remember?
Yes, sir.
That wasn't a good situation for him, though.
It wasn't a good situation his last 4 years and a half in Seattle. His last year in Seattle, he was averaging 170 yards per game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Daniel Jones numbers.
Yeah.
No shade, but that's
for sure.
That's he was. I mean, come
that
on,
all
guys.
him? For them 4 years is a long time, but was that all him?
Well, it's never all one person, but he is the quarterback.
No.
Let me see.
The way he looked behind that offensive line in Seattle, he was running for dear life. Damn near every 2-3 plays.
Okay.
Well,
and then when he wasn't getting pressured, he was getting pressured because he was shell shocked.
I'll tell you what, his running wasn't getting him far because he wasn't getting many yards. But that being said, his 7.5 years in Seattle, I mean, he won a ring. I mean, if that's any consolation. Eli Manning won 2, and I told y'all 3 years ago he was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. But that's just me, and he wasn't. I mean, Russell Wilson was on some good. Remember, they had a great defense in Seattle. Let's not get it twisted, guys.
Yes, they did.
They had a great defense. So
you can stop people and you can score.
Yeah, if you could score, but again, as the years went by, as the years went on, his numbers went, and I'm not into that conspiracy shit that his numbers went down when he got married. No,
whatever.
It's age, attrition.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
You know,
which is why I say the one game, the flashback game, it was wonderful. It's a wonderful story. I get it, but again, maintaining that. And I'm not saying he has to go out there every Sunday,
right?
You understand, and put up 400 yards or whatnot. No, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But is he going to do something where he can get 250 plus week to week to week? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's going to have some fall off games. That line isn't really going to protect him like they did this past week. They're going to have downtime, and we're going to see what's going to happen.
And everybody's forgetting it's going to get colder.
Yeah. Well, he's used to playing in the cold.
He's used to.
I'm not.
Yeah, played in Seattle, Denver, Pittsburgh.
30 yards and more throwing and accuracy, and that means he's pretty pinpoint.
Yeah, if he gets some time,
when he has time to do it, 100%.
That's 90% of the league, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Between 10-15 yards, he's pretty pinpoint accurate. And when I watched that game on Sunday, he was hitting his receivers in stride. He was throwing that ball where only they could catch it. So
but here's another thing. These receivers are also now getting open. When were receivers open for? And I hate to bring the name up, but when were the receivers getting consistently open for Daniel Jones? I'll wait.
It's like, because he can throw the football. Why you running and getting open? He ain't gonna throw the football. He can't throw the football. No, I think
but what they open?
I gotta disagree with that a little bit.
Some of these guys, Daniel Jones.
I mean, damn, they are 0-2, man. I mean.
He didn't have enough. He didn't have enough.
Talking like they undefeated, man.
I'm just saying.
They're like the Jets. We ain't bragging about the Jets, are we?
He's fucking with you, Bishop. You know what I mean?
They 0-2, man. We acting
like Dom, give him a break. They're undefeated in his heart.
I know. So were the Jets.
And on some real shit, they really want. Son, that last game was a moral victory, man.
Moral victories. There we go.
Yeah,
now that's a Knicks fan.
Son, I take it.
So if we're gonna count moral victories, they're 1-1.
Yeah. So
No, they
always
just like
hold on.
They 1-1. Moral victory.
1-1. Moral victory.
Hold on. Yeah. Good, Bishop. Hold on.
When you watch that game, you didn't say, well, if the Giants, if they can play like how they played on Sunday, they're gonna outscore people because there's a lot of teams that can't really score like that.
Wait a minute.
So they're gonna outscore. They're gonna outscore teams. They're not even going. They might not even be the better team, but on that Sunday they're gonna outscore.
Wait a minute. Weren't they playing? Matter of fact, the team that they beat in 2 games are dead even with the Giants in points against. So they beat the Cowboys, man. They didn't beat the Eagles. They didn't beat the Chiefs or the Bills. They beat the Cowboys, man.
Okay.
And they both gave up 61 points in 2 games. Counting that last game, which was what, 40-37, y'all said? I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 40, something like that.
I mean, they beat the Cowboys. I mean, I give them credit for, like y'all would say, the moral victories. So I guess the Jets
you win a fucking field goal you win on a bullshit field goal, man.
The Jets lost the same way.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
The Giants didn't lose on a field goal. It went into overtime on the field goal. The Jets lost on a 60-something yard field goal.
Yeah. Did we even bring up the personal foul on the defensive lineman on the sack of Dak on Prescott? Yeah. Did we bring that up?
Yeah, we just so
yeah, that was
what? The play or the call?
The call.
No.
Let me go.
He didn't land on him.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's the NFL, guys. Come on, y'all got to be used to this shit by now.
Yeah, well, I concur.
Let's see.
Yeah.
The Giants had shit. 14 penalties.
Whoa.
60.
That offensive lineman had about how many 100. Of them all by himself?
Yeah.
The Cowboys had 12 penalties.
I think he had about 12.
He was out there point shaving.
Wait. Well, was he on DraftKings?
Yeah, he was on DraftKings.
Shit, man.
Somebody tell me in Vegas what's the line for moral victories.
I'm telling Kawhi Leonard on y'all.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Oh, man.
Why wasn't that a subject? I read about that shit today.
He's on DraftKings. That's crazy.
You want to talk about that for a second?
Oh, I don't know how this. Come on, guys.
Yo, listen. Look, what's that podcast that Brunson got? Sidekicks or some shit like that.
Roommates,
right?
I think.
And where's Pops is at? Pops is on the sideline. Y'all better stop talking about this shit. We'll be in the news next.
We'll be
stop
next.
Playing. Stop playing. Leave that shit alone.
What sneaker does Kawhi wear? Them New Balances.
New Balance.
We got now. We got now. That's their slogan.
Yeah.
And
wow,
it's weird the way they're spelling this shit out. Like it was some Intuit fake money, but was worth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. In the article I read, I was trying to find it. I didn't hear
that was $28 million, B.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing from
what
Steve
was
Ballmer.
There was something about some payment that they $118 million.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah. Jesus,
$118 million. I don't know all the details, but I know that's the number.
I thought it was 28 for some airline tickets. 28 mil, like worth for airline tickets or some shit like that.
What?
That's what I heard.
Where's he going, to the moon?
It was called.
But I'm saying, like, how you gonna get that off? Like, you gonna go to A-Rap spot and be like, "Yo, 7 for 10?"
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
That's what you gonna do.
Here's what the headlines. Here's what the headlines read, Dave. Clippers $21 million aspiration paper trail discovered in Kawhi Leonard no-show scandal. But in the whole article I read, you know that guy from ESPN is the one that started this dime dropping.
What's that guy's name?
Pablo Torre.
Yeah, Pablo. Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that did this investigation. You're right, R. It was nearly $21 million in some escrow account from some funny money that came to $28 million in no-show endorsements. And not once did I read, guys, you got to find it. Just Google. Not once did I read in neither one of the articles what Steve Ballmer said.
About the 118 million?
He's playing, hush hush.
Exactly.
He ain't say shit.
And Kawhi ain't talking because he never does.
He never talks.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. So he don't talk anyway, right?
Yeah. Don't ask him no questions.
Exactly, Dom. Exactly, Dom.
I'm sorry, man.
So all of that being said, it still didn't help them win. So
no shit, Bishop. But here, I think here's the funny thing, Bishop. People, that's where the no-show slogan comes from. Not only are you getting a hefty salary, but now
you ain't even showing up for that.
Thank you, thank you.
Right.
And now we're throwing 21 to 28 million more. That's why they call it the no-show scandal.
Right.
Because like Bishop said, it ain't helping him win because he ain't playing.
Ben Simmons got to be the biggest one out of them all.
That puffy coat and
he didn't get all of this, Reg. I mean, this is what I don't even. What the hell can the NBA do?
Exactly. Who cares?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What can the NBA do? It wasn't their money.
Yeah, it's like why expose it? Like you know that's the only way some of these players is coming to these clubs.
I think what they're looking at live is with these aprons and napkins and tablecloths. And I told y'all this shit 2 years ago.
The players voted on
find
that.
a way to circumventilate that.
Yeah. The players. No, it was the other way around. But you know what I'm saying? That the league instituted those restrictions, especially on the second apron crap.
Right.
But
it's still even without this scandal, guys, it's still Bishop could probably it still don't stop R from spending $600 million. You're still just gonna
find a way around
the NBA.
Of course.
Right. And the way they kind of spend no money, R.
They kind of open up
your hand. They're gonna penalty. They're gonna hit you with a hefty fine. And you know what? If you're the Knicks, the Lakers, the Warriors,
right,
who was investing $365 million into the salary cap only a few years ago, the Milwaukee Bucks. We went over this, guys. The Milwaukee Bucks, not long ago when they won a chip, there was $185 million into the salary cap in a small market like Milwaukee. When you start tracking the folks that, and I'm not mad at them, guys, they played by their rule.
Exactly.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
But Dom said this last year. Dom said that they're gonna find out a way. They're gonna figure out a way to get around it anyway. And I was what is this? Episode number 87?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Eventually, we're gonna find a topic that Bishop really cares about. No matter whatever it is, Bishop is like, who cares? Who cares?
I got one for him. I got one next. I got one coming next. Okay.
It's not like it helped them win the championship or make them extra competitive.
I know.
But
it's not like
the thing is, Bishop, whether they win a championship or not, here we go with there's a way around this shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what the NBA tries to do.
When this whole thing, when this thing broke anyway, they opened up Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Because for all teams do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that was me talking about the podcast and Pops on the bench shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like and I'm just glad it's us this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, get into the flow of how you get these players to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody getting plane tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like
did anybody
some form of fashion.
Did anybody die?
No.
Negative.
No.
I mean, we all saw this shit with the Knicks. You hire Brunson, and then 5 minutes later, you sign his son.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
That was a coincidence. I'll buy that. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? This shit ain't hard to track, man. We ain't the six smartest motherfuckers in the world.
Exactly.
But we
Right.
ain't the six dumbest.
Didn't he take a pay cut and then his pops got a raise or
right? There we go.
The money stays in the family.
Exactly.
Right. I'm gonna cut your shit $10, but give your father 25.
Right. He did the Argentinian soccer player trick. I'm gonna put all the money in my mother's name. So none of these chicks can get my money.
Again, guys, at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
You still keep the assistant coach or one of the assistant coaches.
Right. I was like, what the hell?
Let's move on. Let's not get into the head coach.
No. But he's right.
We about to get into it anyway.
How do you do this? How do you do this how do you hide this shit, guys? Like, again, we're not the smartest guys on earth.
You hide it in plain sight.
This shit's been going on for how long?
Well,
and
forever.
The NBA, again, Commissioner Bobblehead, everything he tries to do is like fucking smoke and mirrors. R, don't you spend $20 this week? And R says, okay. And then he goes out and spends $150.
Right.
And what is he gonna do?
You said don't spend 20. I didn't. I spent 150.
I spent 150. What's he gonna do? That's the bottom line. What's he gonna do? He's gonna find everybody in the NBA?
No, because he works for them.
Stop, man. Stop. That everything he's touched so far has turned to shit.
Pretty much.
It's just me, but
pretty much. No, it ain't just you, brother.
Yeah. He ain't been Stern.
I'm sorry,
he ain't been Stern.
Did y'all ever see that movie, Paul? Where that alien came down with Seth Rogen?
Yes.
Don't commission the bobblehead.
Yes,
look like
he
Paul.
does look like Paul. Yes, you're right. You are so dead on.
He looked like Nosferatu to me.
Hey, Dave is degenerating. Dave is degenerating. Let's get back on track.
Remember the old black and white shit?
Get him back.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, live. Yeah.
Yeah, he look like Nosferatu.
Exactly.
Oh God, poor bobblehead.
Yeah.
Let's have a playing tournament this year.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, exactly.
I told you, the NBA has more championships in 1 year.
He looks like a light bulb without a bright idea.
He looks like Paul, man.
I'm trying. That was dead on. I was like, you know what?
That's
Dom is
I'm
right.
sorry.
Nah, you're right, bro. Shit.
Dom.
Have you saw the movie, Dave?
No.
Just Google Paul the movie.
Let's see, Rob. We got Rob with us. Rob, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. How are you, sir?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I guess Rob, what do you call it? He put himself on mute. All right, sorry. He's there. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on track, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do something like this. Now, this is a Yeah, that's right. This is a continuation from yesterday Bleed Blues show.
Oh, my God.
That's right. Yes, we must.
I came on late.
Somebody revive that for us because they all beating it to death. Please.
Listen, what can stop the New York Knicks from reaching the NBA Finals this season?
The Knicks.
Wow.
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Egg McMuffin.
Yeah. There's a host of things that can happen.
They gotta. You know what? It was funny.
What did they say last night? I didn't catch that part.
You know what? We was going over some stuff, man, and they was talking about how the teams in the East, it really should be a clear path or whatnot. But one thing that Steve brought up, and I found it interesting, was the fact that we don't have a viable backup power forward. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look at the roster, what's that guy's name? That African.
I don't know how to say
Yabusele. Yabusele might fit the mold. He seems to want it and whatnot. He's talking a good game. I'm hearing the positive stuff about him. But let's see if that gets to the court. If we can see some stuff. What's that again?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Sure. What does a power forward do in NBA in this era?
Stand outside and shoot threes.
like you in the center, right?
Because aren't we into this positionless
NBA?
Good question.
I mean, our power forward is Karl Anthony Towns, ain't it?
It's supposed to be.
No, that's our 7-foot shooting guard.
Not when Mitch is healthy.
That's our 7-foot shooting guard.
See,
that's exactly
that's the part I don't understand with the Knicks. Like, where are they going with this? Are we going to continue to play Cat at center and let him shoot, 35 footers all night, or do we play him in Mitchell Robinson? And now at least we got some rim protection and some offensive rebounding. It's no mystery why Karl Anthony Towns don't get a lot of offensive rebounds because his ass is on the perimeter.
Right.
While Mitchell Robinson, we know he ain't gonna shoot nothing over 5 feet.
No,
so
he ain't gonna do that.
He's under the basket. So I mean, what do? Do you start both of them or
you start Mitch? That end of story. You start because if you're not starting him, then you starting Josh Hart, and we already know we got empirical. We got proof. We got written down. That's carved in stone evidence of how bad that is. That's not a good look.
You know what? I agree.
I'd go unconventional myself.
Unconventional. I like the idea of
I'd sit
playing.
down.
You sit down and have
what?
And
then you be fired too.
I wouldn't give a fly.
Listen,
what?
How do you figure? Second game.
Hold on. I want to hear this reasoning. I want to hear this reasoning before he gets fired. What is the reason that you would actually sit Towns?
Did we not watch him last year?
That's not answering my question.
Stop it, Rich. Stop it.
That is one of my, not to piggyback off of my boy Reg, but that is one of my fears. And I said it for how long now?
No, the reason why I say it,
the inability for you to keep your two best players on the floor in crunch time because their lack of defense, that's got to change, guys. I don't give a shit if Red Auerbach's the coach. That's got to change. You can't take your best players out and do the offense for defense shit in tight games.
Well, that better not happen.
A good point was made last night, again, Blue, saying that Brunson does play defense.
Yeah.
A little bit of defense. He does play a little bit of defense, but it's the size factor. It's the size factor.
Right.
Going up against guys.
What it is.
It's ineffective. What he do is ineffective. Right. He don't just let the people go by like that little motherfucker from the Hawks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he don't let motherfuckers go like Cat. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, you talking about Trey DeBarge?
Yeah. He's been going back and forth with Patrick Beverly.
Dom, I got a question for you.
Oh, they go Rob.
How you doing, fellas? Sorry,
How you doing, Rob?
My grandson had another game tonight.
Okay, did they win?
4.
Nice.
4.
Okay.
Right. Congrats on that, bro.
Thank you.
Games.
With Julius Randle, did he play defense?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Man.
Thank you. So now, I get what you were saying, that the 1 and the 5 position is very scary defensively when you have a hole at the 1 and a hole at the 5. But if you have Cat at the 4, remember Minnesota was the #1 defensive team when they got the Goober.
They had the defensive player of the year.
Right. So
and again, guys, no shade. I brought this up a million times.
So the 1 and the 4 position is not as bad as being the 1 and the 5. So they can stay on the court because the Knicks were a very good team with Brunson and Randle. If not for them getting beat the heck up and everybody falling apart. So the question is, what can stop the New York Knicks from reaching the finals? The answer is, in order to reach the finals, you need 3 things: talent, luck, and health. But have the talent.
And
luck
and health. 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, they got 1 out of the 3
because
they
got 2 out of the 3.
Luck because Boston is beat up and they broke up whatever.
Indiana
got rid of the center, and
the Bucks ain't the
Tyrese is
Bucks.
out.
Yeah.
The Bucks, they're old.
The
So
Bucks ain't the
now it
Bucks.
just comes down to health.
Orlando is coming up and pretty good. Detroit is coming up and pretty good. You're gonna have a few teams in the East.
Cleveland.
Hawks got a pretty good squad too.
Atlanta's not pretty bad either.
Team. Hawks got a pretty good young team. So you're gonna have teams that I think part of the
Cleveland
problem
is
and
good
what really pissed me off.
Let's not forget Cleveland.
What really pissed me off is like, yo, you got talent on this team, and you're not utilizing it to the max, to the fullest ability. You can say whatever you want about Cat, like he can score. You can say whatever you want, and in the times that he got stupid fouls, yes, and I railed about that all season. He would pick up stupid fouls, but I'm like, but what he gave you offensively, it's like, yo, he's a mismatch. When he go to the basket, he can take the ball off, he can take it off the dribble. He got a low post game. He got a lot of things in his pocket that we ain't had in a long time. And it's like,
nobody
take advantage of that. Take advantage
nobody is disputing that.
We never
nobody is disputing that. But what I'm saying is, okay, now to what you just finished saying. Now, just hear me out. Now, if Cat comes off the bench and he does that against the second unit, who's going to stop him?
He's capable of doing that against the first unit too.
You're gonna pay $60 million to somebody coming off the bench?
Right.
No, Cat is not
It's
coming
not
off
like
the
it ain't never happened before.
Cat's not coming off the bench.
Who the hell been getting $60 million off the bench?
He's absolutely not.
There was a lot of people. There was a lot of people that came off the bench that deserve $60 million. I'll tell you that goddamn much.
I'm talking about that's getting $60 million. Who is coming off the bench? What play is this? What did I miss?
Well, you got some players
we had one. You had one that never got off the bench. Matter of fact, he didn't even go to the goddamn game. What are we talking about here?
Starting all-star.
So you have. So when you say, yeah, I get it. Cat gets silly fouls or whatever, but there were times
he's on the bench and come on, we saw it last year.
Yeah,
he was sitting on the bench in how many minutes in the first quarter? I'll wait. How many times I heard Bishop complain like, "What the freak is he doing?"
So they take him out at that 4 mark. You know what I'm saying? And then he come back. They stagger him for the second half.
But if everybody's standing around on offense, watching Brunson with the footwork, taking all of these shots, then you had not only did you have Cat losing focus, you had
answering the question.
You had a few other. You had OG losing focus. You had Mikal Bridges losing focus. The only person who was focused on the court with Brunson doing the footwork was Josh Hart, because he was playing pity pat with the ball with Brunson back and forth. My thing is, if you had Brunson and Cat in the 2-man game, that's a pretty formidable weapon to try to defend against. And we never did that. And I'm like, all the good teams like Joker,
they're not capable
Murray,
of doing it, bro.
Why not? Brunson is not as stupid as you think. He just did not.
They did it. They did it, but they didn't do it at a consistent basis. They're on record like the first, I think, 2 or 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You can look this up. You know what I'm saying? They were on record with being one of the better tandems.
Somebody tell me
league.
what the over under is for IQ when Cat is on the court or
-12.
Oh no, we not son. That we know he can't defend, man. Like we know we done seen him.
Not to defend. He chose not to defend.
His moonwalk is exemplary. Like his moonwalk is there. He got his sparks coming out that motherfucker.
Listen here, bro.
After a while, guys, you are who you are.
Exactly.
Because I told y'all a million times. The Minnesota Timberwolves went and bankrolled 100 years of their draft picks to get Rudy Gobert.
Right.
They went to the conference finals, just like the Knicks did last year.
Right.
They went to the conference finals with a guy that's maybe a step above Mitchell Robinson in offense. Rudy Gobert versus Mitchell Robinson.
Right.
They both give you rebounding. They both give you rim protection. shit that Karl Anthony Towns will never do.
Right.
He just won't. He hasn't done it in all these years. What makes you think he's going to do it now? Now, don't get it twisted, guys.
I'm not looking for him to do it.
Right.
I'm absolutely not looking for him to do it.
I hope he does it. I hope he at least posts
he's
every
capable.
now and then.
He's capable.
6'5" guy on him.
Exactly.
He is not capable, bro. Don't even lie and say that.
No,
He
I'm
is
not
not
gonna lie.
capable, bro.
Yes, he is.
Not
He is capable.
capable.
Early on
first,
in the season, we
Tell him
saw
all.
a little bit of it. Nah, don't
Yeah.
come on me. We saw it. I saw it. I was
No,
like,
I said
oh,
Breach.
okay.
I was agreeing with you.
Like
Yeah.
that. I'm not even a
That
fan
was
of
about
like that.
then as
that
the
was about
offense went
90
on-
something games ago, bro.
And then as the offense went on, everybody was standing around watching
Chuck Mangione. Yeah.
with the footwork. You even had Mikal Bridges, who's solid. You even had him struggling. You had OG Anunoby, who you could say, okay, well, he has a higher basketball IQ because he can score. And,
Let me tell you why Bridges. Let me tell you why Bridges was struggling. Bridges was struggling, but you know what I'm saying, playing 38 minutes a game, and then somebody going, okay, now ISO for us and win the game.
Right.
Come on, man. That man is tired. You cannot tell me 37 minutes a game.
And you're playing the toughest offensive player on if it's one.
And you the point of the attack.
Right.
And then in the fourth quarter, you want somebody to be the third option too?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted.
Mikal Bridges should never be your third option. Let's not go crazy now. He's not your third option.
Who was? Who should have? Who should have been the third option?
OG Anunoby.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Okay, so again.
Oh no.
It depends on what night it is. Depends on what night it is. Depends on what night it is.
We're paying this guy $100 million a year to be a fourth option.
Depending on what night it is, will determine who's the third option. Because there was some nights that OG Anunoby was the complete mismatch, and then there was some nights where Mikal Bridges, with his pull-up game and getting into the flow, he was the mismatch. But and we had a 1-2 punch. We never took advantage of that 1-2.
Man,
absolutely.
Yeah. So where does the basketball IQ come in?
So
when you
hold on,
when you say basketball IQ, some of this stuff is just like muscle memory. Like if you run in plays, I'm not saying I'm talking the stupid fouls. That's basketball IQ.
Idiots.
It's like you can't run out there. You can't run out there and slap somebody on the arm that's beyond the 3-point line.
And you can't hook them like you the Sandman. You can't do that either.
And I just got one more question, and I'm not going to say anything else.
Sure you will.
So who's supposed? I promise you I won't. So who's the player on the court that's supposed to have the most basketball IQ?
Point guard.
Point guard. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have one?
Yes, we do.
Who?
Brunson is a capable point guard. He's proven that he can play.
Negative.
No, he played a certain way, but he's capable of playing the other way. He's capable of playing the other way.
He just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. Like,
exactly. For whatever reason.
Like again, man, the first 2-3 months of last season, man,
Finals.
Should have been the template of the whole season. It should have been the template of the whole season.
Game 1 Eastern Conference Finals. That's the one. That's what we got. We up how many points were we up? 15?
Oh, he's talking about the stupid turnover.
Let's just say this. In Karl Anthony Towns' 10 years in the NBA, he only averaged less than 3.8 fouls per game once.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Once.
That's bad.
And that might have been hold on. It might have been, let me look it up. Yeah, it was the year we played 35 games.
So can I ask you a question? How correctable do you think that is? I'm saying, how correctable do you think that is if you showed him and you singled him out and said, "Hey, this is where you're lacking." Because Karl Anthony Towns is capable of being one of the premier offensive players in this league.
I think he is. I think he already is
capable, and it's like if he eliminated hooking 6'5" guys when he's driving to the basket and slapping people beyond the 3-point line.
Right.
And slapping people beyond the 3-point line. And two hands
running
shoving
past them, smack them in the head.
and
Right.
two hands shoving guards for rebounds down low. You eliminate those two things. It's like you're gonna get some fouls called against you, but those fouls you got to stay away from. Those are the fouls you got to stay away from.
I was trying to follow Bishop, but
to Bishop's point, we're all capable of doing something. Caveat is, can we?
No,
I want to ask a question.
Y'all shouldn't even be looking for that dude to do that. I'm like by now. I go with Dom on that. I'm not even looking. I'm not looking for him to defend. Right? I'm his hook is gonna stay out like he a captain. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not. Look, score the ball, right? Get us 11 rebounds, and then get a Coach Brown hook when you backsliding on that drop, on that bullshit drop defense. You know what I'm saying? Son, all he got to do is average 28 and 11. That's good. I'm good.
When does the season start?
He's not going to defend, dog, and he's not going to stop hooking people.
The end of October.
End of October. Okay. Can we table this and come back to?
Matter of fact,
can I say something controversial?
Go right ahead, Bob. Go right ahead.
Controversial.
Well, I can only.
We don't do controversial.
Keep it PG.
Hold on. Let me hear what Bob got to say real quick, gentlemen.
Because if I say this on Knicks Twitter, I will get tarred and feathered.
Oh boy.
Okay, this is a different show. Say it.
Right. I think last year Jalen Brunson did that Kobe Bryant when he had no players and wanted to prove himself and that he was the man, and that's why he had the ball so much, and you saw it going into the playoffs in the first couple of, the first third of the season. It was a 2-man game, and then all of a sudden it was the Jalen Brunson game.
Yep.
And that's the way I looked at it. And that's why you saw even against Detroit, he took 4 million shots. He wanted to be that guy. He did the Kobe selfish route.
Yeah, no, that's not controversial at all. I call it Chuck Mangione.
You get tarred and feathered.
That's factual.
I call him Chuck Mangione. That's Chuck City.
That's factual.
Chuck Norris.
What they never adjusted to.
Chucky Booker.
But I'm saying the Knicks never adjusted to teams saying, okay, well, if that's the offense that you're going to run, we're just going to put a 6'5" guy on them with long arms, and that is semi-athletic.
Call out there. Yeah.
That's semi-athletic, 6'5" guy with long arms, and that's going to stagnate you. And we never adjusted. So we have mismatches. We had mismatches. Karl Anthony Towns was a mismatch against everybody on Indiana.
Everybody.
He stays outside and don't take advantage of the mismatch.
OG Anunoby was the mismatch.
Can we say that?
Thank you, Dom.
Everybody on
Thank you, Dom.
His dumbass ain't smart enough to post a 6'5" guy.
The offense that we ran.
Who we gonna blame this year?
You can't keep. Oh, never mind.
The offense that was run. So you're gonna say so. The offense that was run last season, who was that geared towards?
You keep talking about
last season and the offense, definitely.
And this guy's capable of doing ABC. Let's see him do it.
Yeah, but if the coach is running a certain offense, if the coach is running a certain offense,
you're still talking about the coach. Who did the Knicks go hire? Red Auerbach? You do realize Mike Brown was their 4th choice.
If the coach is running a certain offense,
am I missing something here?
Was he
their 4th choice?
If you look at the offense that they were running,
was he they 4th choice, or was he the only one? Was he the first one they got to actually come in for the interview?
During the time that Mike Brown was getting interviewed, they was also entertaining Taylor Jenkins as well.
Jason Kidd.
Right, and they wanted Kidd and they wanted Udoka, but you know what I'm saying?
Is this
a choice? You know what I'm saying? Like the choice is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is this media saying this, or is this the Knicks saying
to call them the choice? To call them their 4th choice in a widespread interview is kind of crazy.
But it makes me think this, Live. You fired a coach that got you to the finals. Let me finish. You fired a coach that got you to the conference finals, and it took you 4 coaches to replace him. That don't sit
And your
well with
point
me
is,
as a
and
fan.
your point is, and your point is,
That who did you hire? You keep talking about what somebody can do, what the
so
coach is going to do.
did
You
the Knicks
hired
come out?
Mike Brown.
Did the
Mike
Knicks come
Brown.
out and say that they did the Knicks come out and say that they interviewed all of these people, or was it the media reporting
Come
this?
on,
I agree with
Here we
Bishop
go. All
on
right,
that.
let's move on.
That's my
They coulda
point
said-
about like,
they
can we
coulda said-
actually call them like the
Dom,
fraud?
We knew
come
what,
on.
we knew
Hold
what
on,
the
hold
Knicks
on.
were up to.
Dom, come on.
Let me just say
Jason
this,
Kidd
which
and
was
Ime
even more
Udoka.
embarrassing. We knew what the Knicks was up to. You're jocking coaches that have jobs. That shit was known by everybody.
So
you were jocking guys that had a job. Let me finish, Bishop. And then you said, all right, Dave, you want to coach?
No, but you put in Jason Kidd and Ime Udoka, so you should have put in. Well, then Mike Brown's the 22nd coach because Steve Kerr, Red Auerbach.
No, I didn't hear that. I'm just saying they had their eyes set on 3 to 4 different guys and said, "Hey, Dave, how about you?" You didn't have a better plan. You didn't have a better plan when you fired a coach of the year, a coach that took you from obscurity to a conference final, and you said, "All right, Dave, how about you?" Come on.
So how many coaches of the year have been fired? How many coaches of the year been fired?
I mean, you didn't hire a stellar coach, guys. You hired Mike Brown, man.
How many coaches of the year been fired?
I'm not getting
Mike Brown, man. I think we did a good job.
We're gonna find out.
Nick now.
Where has he done a good job?
I personally like Mike Brown.
What you mean? Yeah. What you mean? Where he did a good job, though?
Yeah.
What
Where did
you
he
mean?
get to the conference finals?
So he won the championship.
I'm just asking, guys.
He won the championship. He's played.
You'll act like we hired Pat Riley.
But again,
bring your expectations down, son.
Again, what we're gonna have here? What we're gonna have
the
here?
black Mr. Weatherby.
What we're gonna have here? What we're gonna have here is we're gonna have the criticism one way, and then when they're doing better, we're gonna have excuses the other way. Because we want it both ways. We wanted to say, hey, we don't. He's not a good coach, and then you're going to say when they start doing better, well, he's got better players. Well, he's got better players.
That's what you do. But I'm
telling you. I'm telling you from the jump before game one.
All right, I'm telling you right now on September 18th. Write this shit down. When the shit goes south, Bishop's going to say, it's his first year.
He Dom win. We don't do that. Not win it. The shit going north. Shit going.
No, I'm saying
north.
If the Knicks do not get to the finals, Bishop's going to say it's his first year.
No, I'm not.
Guarantee you.
No, I'm not.
I guarantee you.
So what I'm telling you, I'm telling you now, before the first ball is even bounced, I'm telling you that they're going to do better than they did.
Are they going to the NBA finals?
They're going to do better.
Are they going to the NBA finals?
We'll see.
Yes or no?
We'll see.
Okay. Can I ask y'all a question?
I think we should move on.
Go ahead. Hold on for 1 second.
I think we should move on.
What you're trying to say is no other team is going to be better, and the Knicks are going to maintain that position that they had.
I didn't say
last
that.
season.
I asked you a simple question.
That's what you're trying to say.
Are they going
because
to the NBA finals?
Last year they shouldn't have went to the finals, but they found themselves. They found themselves in an opportunity.
Y'all, man.
Last year they shouldn't have went to the final. Nobody had them going to the finals last year.
This is like being on Twitter.
Nobody had them going to the finals last year. Nobody had them going to the finals last year.
No, Dom.
I didn't ask you. That's not the question I asked you.
They went to
I don't give a shit what you thought. They got to the conference.
They got to the finals.
So
they got to the finals.
My question is, if you got to the conference finals, you hired Red Auerbach, so we should be going to the NBA finals this year.
You call him Red Auerbach. All of us know he ain't Red Auerbach.
I'm being facetious, live. I'm asking you a simple question.
Okay, what I'm trying to explain to you, you talk in circles, and what I'm trying to explain to you.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so can you allow me to respond, or I'll wait?
Please, you keep saying if and then.
I'll wait for you to finish. I'll wait for you to finish because.
Go ahead. Again, I just want a yes or no, Bishop.
You are making it. You from the stance that you taking, you making it appear as we got to the conference finals because of Tom Thibodeau.
No,
and I'm saying to you. We did not. We lucked up into that. No, you keep repeating this over and over. He got us to the conference finals. He got us to the conference finals as if it was something that he did that
Hold
got
on.
us to that position. And what I'm trying to explain to you is it was a stroke of luck that we got to that position.
Okay.
Boston,
All right.
Boston,
So it was a stroke of luck we lost.
Boston, nope, it wasn't a stroke of luck. We didn't take advantage of an opportunity that presented itself to us. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
It was nothing that Tom Thibodeau did that got us to that position. If Jason Tatum didn't tear his Achilles, Tatum didn't tear his Achilles, we probably wouldn't have won that series.
We were
like
up
that.
Hold up, Bishop.
3-1.
We was up 3-1 when he got hurt.
Okay, and so you had two people hurt.
That
You had
game,
Jaylen Brown.
3-1.
You had Jaylen Brown and you had Jason Tate. Jaylen Brown had the torn thing in his knee.
Shits when we was ending the year before that.
Yeah, I'm just explaining to you because you keep repeating that Tom Thibodeau got us to the finals.
It's
and it
not
was
you saying.
So
it's you saying for a whole 10
let me
years,
just
we need a better coach.
Time out. Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
So these two need a spin-off show. and
I agree.
The second thing that I take away from this debate is that Bishop hates being wrong more than Dom likes being right.
Exactly.
What?
That's a simple question, Dave.
What?
I'm a Knicks fan.
Because Dom would hope to be wrong in this situation.
Man.
Dom would because Dom is a Knicks fan just like we all are.
Yes.
And listen, we could debate this, but I would love to be wrong on this tape. And the Knicks and Mike Brown takes them all the way. I'll be at the parade.
Because that's the next step, Dave. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a shit who.
Hold on.
Y'all never once heard me say I was mad the Knicks fired Thibodeau. I just simply asked, since you got what you wanted, that means our next step, since we hired a coach that you think is going to be that guy, we should be going to the NBA Finals.
Let me just hold on. Let me just say this.
We got a long night. Let's go.
Yeah, let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick. I'll still stay on the Knicks, but I'm going to move on a little different angle. OG Anunoby. I think he's a key. And when I say that, I'm talking about him being on the court. If he's not on the court, who can we plug in that's currently on the roster to fill that spot?
I missed it, R. What'd you say, R?
French guy. I thought that's why they got the French guy, Yabusele.
I didn't hear the question, R.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was saying about OG and whatnot. Dude, we know about his history of not being on the court. I think we got lucky last season,
right?
With as many games as he played and whatnot. Yep. Can we count on that? You know what I'm saying? A repeat performance, so to speak, of last year of him being on the court. Can we count on that?
What year is
I'm not banking on it.
And if we can't, who is there to take that spot?
Well, can I ask what year he's in?
It's supposed to be Dadier.
Or Yabusele.
Yabusele.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I don't think Yabusele is going to play any three, right? So he's more 4-5. So again, you know what I'm saying? Like that little three rotation, man. That got to be Dadier and Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Right, I did. Yeah,
y'all keep talking. Y'all keep talking about Anunoby and his injuries. Mm-hmm. Has anybody ever looked up Karl Anthony's games played per season?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you might want to look that up.
He's got knee. Yeah. He's got knee injuries. He's got knee.
You might want to look that up.
He's got knee problems, and
ever since he actually played 82 games his first 3 years.
Yeah,
and never did it again.
So again, here we go. And they just got Thomas Bryant and
who are these guys, man? Who are these guys?
Thomas Bryant was the one that fucking outed us on the Pacers.
What's his name live? I'm saying I never heard. I'm not saying who.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we good. Thomas Bryant.
I'm trying to find him.
Yeah, he played
defense. He
played on the Lakers. He played on the Lakers. He played on Detroit.
His name ain't on the roster. What's his name?
His name is Thomas Bryant. They brought him in for camp. Pardon me.
Oh, okay. He's not on the team.
You know what? Again, here we go because okay, and I hate getting into this swirly stuff. Yeah, but like they trying to move Kolek and Dottier, man, because they want Brogdon and Shaman, right?
They got
but
Brogdon,
here it
right?
go to all of y'all point about this 3-4, right? Little kind of debacle and shit. They brought in Thomas Bryant. And they're gonna get that dude the Awara, what they call it, Exhibit 10 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where he gonna get a rookie contract. So they getting frontline and 3 reserves, but they just got to make the team. Now all of a sudden everybody because of bobblehead fucked up a contract. You got all of these vets.
Did the Knicks?
You know what I'm saying? That's not on the teams, and now they scrambling for money.
Did the Knicks sign Brogdon?
Yeah, they did not. They signed him to a
he's
training
not on
camp
the roster
contract.
either.
No, him and Shaq. There's nobody. There's still one spot left.
Really?
And then Diawara got the other rookie spot. So all of the motherfuckers in camp is playing for one spot.
They even signed what's his name, Junior.
Hold on, go ahead.
They trying to get rid of Kolek and Dottier. They got to get rid of both of them because again, Brogdon and Shaman ain't signed them fucking bullshit contracts for nothing.
What's
You understand what I'm saying?
On there too?
Hold on.
What's the name? Brother on there too?
The
dude from Indiana, the shooter.
Nah, he died. They deaded him last year.
No, what's the name's brother? The forward, the shooter.
Yeah. Obi brother.
Obi, yeah.
No, they deaded him. He was last year.
Let me give Rob a chance because I know he wanted to say something. Good, Rob.
Yeah, they even tried to bring in THJ into him, but then he signed with Dallas.
Who was THJ?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Who?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
All right.
Oh, he went to Denver, didn't he?
I thought he went to Denver.
Yeah.
No, he re-signed with Dallas.
No, he went to Denver.
Wow. That would have been a good pickup too. But I mean, he kind of like that tweener 2-3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they brought
that would have been a good bad
They were
pickup,
talking to him to bring him into camp, and then this way they have like 8 guys now.
He went to the Nuggets, Rob.
Were the Nuggets that drafted him?
Who? Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah.
No, the Knicks drafted him.
Yeah,
the Knicks drafted him. Yeah,
Knicks drafted him, and then he went to Dallas.
He went to Atlanta,
wherever it was.
Oh,
I know he
Atlanta.
signed yesterday or today with a team, but he was part of the group that with Brogdon, with Shamet, with all the guys to come in.
I thought they signed Shamet.
No,
they signed them to a camp deal.
And the names y'all brought up, I'm not seeing.
No, okay. So the camp, these dudes, Brogdon, that cat Malcolm they got from, I think he was from the Hawks, and Shamet and Thomas Bryant, all of them are on training camp deals, right? Okay. All of them is fighting for one spot, right? They're not
on the roster live.
No. I said that they not. They on a training camp roster. Okay. They in there for training camp trying to get one spot.
They can get rid of the 15 names. The 15 names that I see, guys. Other than the guys we know, I'll start from. Don't even know how to say his name. Tosan Eve Bavuma.
Right for the Nets. Yep.
Dottier.
Yep.
Who this guy is either? Kevin McClure.
Yeah. No, that he was the light skin cat from last year.
That guy Yabusele, I think they signed him.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he signed.
Okay. Hawk Porty
is signed.
Trey Jemison, never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
And yeah, I never heard of 1, 2.
So 2 of those guys are definitely going to be like on a 2-way. So that this is the way the NBA works. There's 15 roster spots, 3 2-way spots. You have to have 14 spots filled. The 15th one can stay empty. So as long as 14 spots are full, you're good. Then you can have the 3 2-ways. But you can't have less than 14 players on the team. Otherwise, the NBA charges you the vet minimum, and they just take the money away from you.
Right.
So it comes down to either all these guys are fighting for one spot, or Leon is trying to make a trade like a 2-for-1 so they can squeeze in 2 guys.
Right.
Yeah, I think so because
Kolek and Dadier is out of here.
Kolek and Dadier, and it's like one of those other names that you mentioned there.
Hart.
One of those random. No, one of those.
Yeah, I never heard of them guys.
One of them random names that you mentioned. They'll be up.
Yeah, no, they don't have to chuck nobody else. Like there's the only people that got signed that we know that ain't getting no burn is Dadier, Kolek, and the French cat out Hot 40. They the only ones that got guaranteed contracts.
I count 15 names on this roster.
Okay.
Now you're telling me all of them ain't signed.
Right.
No, not at all. The names that you said ain't signed. The only one that signed is Yabusele.
McCullough could be on a 2-way.
Right.
I thought they signed Brogdon. I must have missed that, huh?
No, you didn't miss it. They bringing them in for training. They didn't guarantee it. They signed all of them, but they again
him and Shamet. They're not they're not no guaranteed contracts. In other words,
no negative.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They got 15 guys on this roster.
Right, and they're not trying to keep they're not trying to keep the rookies. Where they was gonna get played.
2 ways. So that means they only have 12 guys on the roster. You get what I'm saying? They're only second-year players. They can still be 2 ways.
Yes. None of the names I'm seeing on the 15 guys are rookies. Not one of them.
So Kolek and Hakporti, are they still on their rookie contracts?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And Dadier.
And Dadier.
Dadier. Right.
So of those 3, Kolek, he is who he is.
Right.
Dadier is who he is.
He got the most potential though.
Right. And Hakporti is the only one that I see that is going to be able to impact right now.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Hakporti.
The center.
The center, the one flying all over the place, blocking shots. He's the only one that I see that could probably impact.
He can help. Right.
So of those 3 guys that you mentioned, Brogdon can come in and be that point guard. Oh, we forgot the dude from Utah. Filipino dude.
Clarkson. Clarkson got him and Yabusele got concrete deals. They're not going.
Right. Well, they signed Clarkson as a free agent. Well,
Right.
So of those, Brogdon can come in and help you. Thomas Bryant can come in and help you because he can guard 4s and 5s, and he can also shoot. He can also shoot. He can also get up and down. And you know what? What's the name? You know what Shaman is capable of giving you.
Right.
When given an opportunity, he ain't gonna score 30 points a night, but he can give you a solid 10, 15 points and play defense. Use his fouls judiciously.
The Yankees are 3 games out with 9 to play.
Nice. But that's a nice little that'll be a nice
problem to have, man. We ain't had this problem in about 15 years.
Right. And then you could also spread the wealth out. You can spread the minutes out so that when these guys get to the playoffs, they're not worn down. You can also spread that out.
Right. That's most important. Yes,
you got
sir.
solid contributors.
I would have to agree.
That have NBA.
Oh, here we go. What happened? Hold up. We heard somebody say disagree.
No, I said I'd have to agree.
Oh, they're still going to go with an 8-9 man rotation.
Well, I mean,
he ain't gonna play no 10, 12 guys.
No, he's not. He's not. But he'll play 9 to 10.
They're good to have in case of injuries.
Yes,
I think they'll have an 8-man rotation, and the rest will be fill-ins in case of injuries, just like any NBA team.
Or when you have those games that you know, all right, we already got this in the bag. Sort of, just put these veterans in. And just run the offense. Just run the offense, right? Just run the offense.
Man, who said back to back?
Finish it off.
Rob.
Who?
Me.
Yeah, Rob said back to
don't
back.
play back to backs no more, man. This ain't our NBA. They play one game every 3 days, man. This ain't the MLB.
Yeah,
but anyway,
they do have.
Yeah, we'll see. I probably 1 or 2. Anyway, guys, I will be in Miami on October 26th.
All right,
Knicks and Heat. In case y'all want to go, we could hook up. I will be there. It's a good game. 6 o'clock. Man, I could be home the next morning by 8:30.
Jesus, look at that.
I always do that, man. I always go to Miami.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Should we move on a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock.
Wow.
Dave.
I might get in trouble. Now, before
wait a minute. Before we start, you got to work tomorrow?
Yes, I do, but it's okay.
Listen, Can I say one thing on the last topic?
Hold on.
It's been a long time since the Knicks had rich people problems. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't a lie.
Listen, let me just throw this disclaimer out there real quick. This is a touchy subject with some of you, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. So let's all be respectful of each other's opinion.
Yep.
Okay.
Who is it?
No, listen, I gotta throw it out there. You never know. Okay. You never know. So
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Sir, you certainly may.
I got cursed out by my daughter already, so I'm good.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Damn, how old's your daughter?
31.
Oh, okay. She can curse you out. No, she can't. You should have punched her in the neck.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa, hey, whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not advocating domestic violence.
Yeah. She didn't use any cuss words, but she was very heated with me.
Can I ask the particulars there, Rob? Or is this? Or you want to just leave it alone? That's fine if you want to leave it alone.
You can go to the subject, and then I'll probably relate to it.
Okay. Well, Jimmy Kimmel, he of the late night show on Channel 7, has this show indefinitely suspended, and because of some comments he made in regards to this guy Charlie Kirk and his assassination, and how MAGA supporters were trying to spin that it wasn't one of them that did the assassination. And of course, it spiraled into a whole shit show with ABC saying, oh, we're going to suspend this guy. Then I heard some report that they were thinking about doing something like this a week ago. And I'm like,
it's a fucking lie. Yeah,
well, that's the first thing that came to my mind, Bishop. I was like, what? I was like, come on now, you trying to cover up your shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to come out, trying to wash it, spin it your way and whatnot. I thought it was bullshit. But again, this whole thing with the freedom, and I see a lot of people politically, like Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris. These people are coming out and saying, "Oh, it's a power trip," and they're stepping upon people's rights and this and that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Hello. I have a question. What exactly did he say?
Nothing that wasn't outrageous. Nothing outrageous.
Nothing disrespectful. Nothing outrageous.
He didn't tell the truth.
Opinion.
This is where we're at, guys. It's your opinion. Right. So don't give me this bullshit about freedom of speech. And let's not forget, fellas. Let's not forget Jimmy Kimmel. When we talk about cancel culture tried to cancel his ass for the blackface. But the Hollywood bastards got together, got his back, and we all said, let bygones be bygones. We weren't talking about freedom of speech then, were we?
So when you make a statement, so we have people on both sides of the aisle, down below, up top, to the left, to the right. Everybody has an opinion on what happened, why it happened, who the person is, who the person isn't, blah, blah, blah. Everybody has an opinion because the other side is saying, well, this guy is part of Antifa, or he's part of a leftist movement. Or he's been indoctrinated by this and by that. So everybody's postulating and coming up with these theories on why they think it is and why they think it isn't. my thing is, this ain't just about Jimmy Kimmel. This ain't just about Jimmy Kimmel. And when I read the story, and I saw, it's like, so ABC is pandering because they're trying to merge with another network or take over another network. And in order to get that done, they need FCC approval.
Right.
So
yes, sir.
If this is something that is going to, because we all know that Jimmy Kimmel has not been a fan of the current administration, and he's been lambasting them for many, many weeks, months, whatever. So it's kind of like a quid pro quo. If we do this for you, then we get you to do something for us because this is what we really want. So this whole idea that because he said that people are pandering to one specific individual, and that wasn't anything egregious. There's been people saying stuff even more egregious than that, that's personally attacking this guy and saying all sorts of craziness or whatever.
Robert De Niro.
What he said wasn't so outrageous. It's just that ABC wants this thing to happen, and the FCC is the roadblock in it, the potential roadblock in it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to pander to you, pander to whomever, so that we get this deal done. He's been saying stuff that has been far more controversial than what he said. So I can't believe that it's just because he made this comment about people pandering and saying all of these other crazy things and trying to spin it to make it seem like there's some plot, there's some right wing or left wing plot or something, some liberal plot to get rid of everybody who doesn't think like them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So both sides are saying crazy stuff. So to say it's just one side spinning the story, it's both sides saying crazy stuff. And if you buy into it, then you go down this rabbit hole of, okay, well, there's this and there's the green and blue and red and this and purple and all that stuff. It's all about money. It's all about money. That's it. It's all
so
about
it has
money.
nothing. The bottom line is, guys, it has nothing to do with freedom of speech.
No,
because if it had something to do with freedom of speech, some people would have been canceled a long time ago.
Basically,
the only people in this country that don't have freedom of speech are your armed forces, whether y'all know that or not. They don't have freedom of speech. They cannot discuss shit that we're discussing right now. They can't discuss anything political, none of that shit. So they're the only ones that I know in this country that does not have freedom of speech. But the point that I can't stand is when shit don't go somebody's way. And we, again, guys, I always go back to, we had this conversation once before with this freedom of speech shit. Remember? Where is the line that says, come on, guys, we had a woman, what was her name? Kathy Griffin, who held up a head of the president with blood coming out the bottom.
That was crazy. Crazy.
But again, Bishop, my point is nobody said shit. Nobody said nothing. It's like, they're just crazy. Upset because they lost. Really?
No.
They might have said something, but you never heard nothing like what we're hearing now. And I said this before y'all came on. The weird thing about this Kimmel shit and ABC/Disney, find me somebody more liberal than Disney. So it had to be something more than what Jimmy Kimmel. Right. Yeah, than what Jimmy Kimmel said.
Now I do agree with you on that, Dom. So, first of all, if it ain't the Jews, there's no news. And as the Jewish man here, we're taking all the heat. From Candace to Tucker to all of them. Got to be the Jews. So anyway, but the reality is this. Cancel culture bullshit started about a gay wedding cake way back when. Do you remember the bullshit with the gay wedding cake?
It was a numerous things though, Rob. Not just the gay cake.
Yeah, but that's where it started way back then, like 3-4 years ago.
Right, I remember. Yeah,
or maybe even longer than that. And as far as Disney, they are liberal, so that's why that was the weird one to me. But everything else. that's the way society is today. This has been going on for a while now with this cancel culture bullshit. And just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you have freedom of consequence. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
Good.
I don't.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think
Alex
nobody
Jones
has.
is,
Oh, God, I'm
Alex,
sorry.
no, I'm saying Alex Jones is a perfect example of that. How many years has he been railing and saying that these shootings, these mass shootings, were not real? That these people didn't lose their kids? So much so that you had people mourning their young children going to visit grave sites, and people there like mocking them and protesting and threatening them and knocking headstones over and just all kind of craziness. And it's like, yo, like again, this country has freedom of speech, but there's got to be consequences to it. And this is not an example of freedom of speech and consequences. This is more like business and pandering and a quid pro quo. That's it.
Right.
I could give you at least 10 companies that cancel culture tried to go after. Even Apple, believe it or not. And we know some of them, Chick-fil-A.
Right.
What's the other one? Hobby Lobby. They went after them because of their religious belief.
No, Hobby Lobby was stealing artifacts and bringing them into the U.S. I'm like,
but
no.
they was doing the cancel culture over them because they didn't believe in contraceptive. So we're gonna cancel you, because you don't believe in contraceptive. It's like
was
I'm
it
gonna cancel you,
contraception
like
or abortion? They said something.
and abortion. I was getting ready to say that. If you believe or don't believe in abortion, we got to cancel you. I mean, shit. We saw Jonathan Majors get canceled 10 minutes ago.
Well, he beat somebody. That's different. He beat somebody.
No, but I'm just saying, Bishop, because. And you could pick sides. I happen to like Jonathan Majors, but
Me too.
You could pick sides of what he did. Okay. But that's like saying nobody gets a second chance in life. That's what I think is always overlooked with this cancel culture bullshit. Because 90% of y'all, just like I said about Jimmy Kimmel 5 minutes ago with the blackface, he got enough of his weirdo friends in Hollywood to say, hey, and we all forgot about it. Some of y'all probably don't even remember or didn't even hear about it because that's how fast it went under the rug with this cancel culture shit. And like I said in the text, and Dave came back with the perfect example, looking in the mirror and, you want to use cancel culture until your ass gets canceled. And then all of a sudden it's freedom of speech. Really?
Well, cancel culture, you know what started this whole
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It was something that came up when there's all of this like sexual harassment and all of this.
Me too.
Yeah, it became a spin-off of Me Too.
It became off a thing, and it was like, okay, well, cancel culture mainly impacted white males. It mainly impacted white males, and then that's when it became this whole phenomenon, because you can only cancel something that's in a position of power. So when the cancel culture started, it was white males being impacted by this mainly. That's why it became this, and it was, who was responsible for it? It was white women who was responsible for it. They were now naming names. They were now naming names and saying all the bad and dirty things that these guys did to them in the name of giving them an opportunity. Not that I put myself in a position and I was a willing participant, but that this guy did me dirty and did this and did that in order for me to get this opportunity.
So let me just go back a few decades. The first example that I remember of anything that today we would call cancel culture was Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah. Years ago, Dave.
Years ago. That was before we knew the term cancel culture.
Right.
But that would have today's standards, that would have been cancel culture. There is a difference though between cancel culture and what was used as a tactic of boycotting. So if you go back to the going back as far as the Montgomery bus boycott, things like that, the idea of we're not canceling you. We're just choosing not to spend our money somewhere. And so with corporations, that is a way of exercising your right. You don't have to shop where you feel that you're not being treated with respect.
Right.
And so by today's standards, people would say cancel whoever the company is. You pick one. But I think that for corporations, we could talk about not spending our money where we're not respected. That is a tactic and something like that. The cancel culture thing became very dangerous for me because someone's opinion about somebody else can take away their ability to make a living. And we could disagree with each other, just like Charlie Kirk, I don't think deserved to be killed because of his opinion. The same way, I don't think that somebody's livelihood should be taken away from them by someone else's words saying, we're going to cancel this person. If you don't like somebody's TV show, don't watch it. Nobody's forcing you to watch this. And when the numbers go down, if enough people don't, it'll cancel itself.
Exactly.
But to call for someone to be canceled. And it works on both sides because for all the things that Charlie Kirk said, in this country, he had a right to say it. But I think with the Jimmy Kimmel thing, it has to be something more than that. And I think that between Dom and Bishop, you both have spelled out reasons why it might have been. But it seemed to me that from everything that I know about it, which is not a whole lot, is that Jimmy Kimmel did two things. Because I've seen people get canceled for just repeating what Charlie Kirk said. And they're losing jobs over it. But with Jimmy Kimmel, it's the lying about it. Well, lying has never, since when has lying been a reason for somebody to get canceled? Because they lie all the time.
Right.
And so that's just.
But if you look, Dave, what was the guy before Kimmel? Another one of the late night guys that got canceled, not cancel culture. His show got really canceled. What's his name?
Was it that dude on NBC?
The one from NBC with the glasses.
The glasses, yeah. Now he got canceled, but they tried to spin it, and then it was NBC, Bishop, that came out with.
Yeah.
In other words, I think it was NBC.
Yes.
Was it that guy Colbert?
Yeah, Colbert. Yeah.
Colbert.
And everybody got mad because they thought one thing, but then NBC came out and said, in other words, I'm paying Dave $100 and I'm getting a $10 return. We can't everybody looks over the business part of it.
Yeah.
Your show sucks. Nobody's watching it. I mean, think about this, guys. We've seen people like Cuomo. I forgot his first name. The guy from CNN, not the
Chris.
We saw him.
No, you're talking about Chris Cuomo. Yeah.
We saw Don Lemon.
Yeah.
We've seen all of these people just go away.
Yeah.
Not like go away, but they don't have jobs no more. And nobody made a big fuss over it. Some of them were totally, Bill O'Reilly. He all of a sudden just disappeared. So this shit happens all the time. I mean, like sports.
Yeah.
Bobby gets traded, he goes to another team, or he gets cut, and we don't make a big deal of it. But in this case, for this guy, for what he said, first of all, and then Disney, ABC trying to spin it because they really want something else. Again, where do we draw the line with cancel culture and simply telling the fucking truth?
Well, I mean, like again, to Bishop's point, man, this is not about free speech because anybody with a half intelligence.
That's what they're spinning live. That's the problem.
Right? No.
Right.
And again, I think to that point, it's the reason why they spinning it. You understand what I'm saying? To advance their agenda. Right now, whether it be some type of corporate situation that Bishop described, which is like documented, plausible. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's another way to advance. Just like the left had their little party with the cancel culture, right? Now it's the right's turn, right? So you know what I'm saying? If you fucking sneeze, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's you're supposed to talk about that shit. You're fired. Shit like that. It's their turn, and in every instance, you know what I'm saying? It's to advance an agenda that we don't even see. We hear in the chat rooms and everyday America. You understand what I'm saying? The 99% have no clue about, you know what I'm saying, the FCC contracts, and Trump got it in his pocket and he's holding it over everybody's fucking head. And if you don't do what I say, then
right, he appointed the FCC guy. He appointed that guy.
Hey, no, brother, I agree with you totally. But again,
show me one incident where the FCC actually stepped in and said, "You got to go."
Dom, I'm saying what I'm saying is that this is like today it's
saying you got to go.
Right, today it's a very unprecedented situation. Like you saw the NFL, you know what I'm saying, give tribute to a man who said somebody be taking white people jobs. You understand what I'm saying? Like they held half-mast staffs and tributes to somebody who again, to your point, right, where all of this shit that he was saying, ain't nobody give a fuck about him because it was always over there. It was to the extreme right, and we know it was bullshit, right? But now all of a sudden he a fucking saint. All of that eulogizing and everything.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying because I don't want to bring up other situations where we went fucking totally off the hook.
Right. I'm coming to my point, Don. I'm coming to my point.
This guy, again, I'm not to cut you off, but we started out with, so does somebody get lambasted for their opinion? I mean, you got pastors.
Jimmy Kimmel just did.
No, I'm saying.
He just did.
He didn't get, believe it or not, guys, he didn't get canceled. They didn't cancel his show.
They canceled the show. They suspended
it indefinitely.
They put it in
right. They suspended it indefinitely, and they making him go through all kind of hoops and ladders.
But that's
to
Disney
get it back.
doing that live. That's not the
right.
FCC.
And if I could finish, Dom, you know what I'm saying? I could get to a point. You know what I'm saying? Again, the point is that all of it is for another agenda that we're not even behind. Gun control, right? You understand what I'm saying? Regime, everlasting. You know what I'm saying? Right wing, la la la. Because again, you know what I'm saying. This a lot of this we haven't talked about this kind of like takeover and do this, or you understand what I'm saying? And we only a couple of months into this dude tenure. Like this is way bigger than what we talking about. So it's positioning. It's motherfuckers positioning themselves. That's what it is.
Yeah, you may be right. I mean, that sounds like it could be the case of that. It may be Jimmy Kimmel was a sacrifice. But what I think too with Charlie Kirk, the problem is that when Charlie Kirk was saying all these things, I don't know. I hadn't had one conversation with one person that was talking about what Charlie Kirk was saying. Not in the black community. We didn't care what Charlie Kirk was saying. I think the problem for many people came when he was killed, that he was put up there as if he was put on this pedestal. And it was shoved in people's faces that, okay, he said things that were disparaging, but he had the right to say it. Fine. But don't put it in my face now and make him into their version of Martin Luther King.
Right.
I think so. That's where some of the issues came from.
Well, that's an opinion, but Dave,
that's not opinion. It's not opinion at all.
I'm not saying that part, but
you watch football. You just watch football, and you just saw only four teams didn't hold a moment of silence.
Right, and that's their right. Don't get me wrong, guys. We
right,
all
but
have rights.
that's putting them on a pedestal.
So who
did that? Who else did they eulogize like that? Who else they did that to?
Here's the funny thing about Charlie Kirk. For y'all that may not have never heard him speak, his only goal in the beginning was to get people registered to vote. Another thing that pissed people off with him
until a millionaire came over and gave him millions and millions of dollars.
I don't know
and
who
made
that
him
was.
drop out of college.
I don't know who that was. I don't know what it is. But here's the
Right.
ironic part of everything about this guy, which a lot of people don't like in this society. Every time he was on that mic, what did he preach? Jesus. Get saved. No matter how the conversation was going, he brought up God.
Not all.
But now, let me finish though.
We'll
laugh and joke about that shit, but we got fucking pastors going online who are supposed to be pastors trying to lambaste this shit.
Yeah, but let me say,
because it needs to be lambasted. What needs to be lambasted needs to be lambasted.
The question: are we serving different gods?
Let me respond to that, because a lot of people speak Jesus, but they also talk hate.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, so just because Charlie Kirk, his mission was to bring people to Jesus, which I think is the right course of action, doesn't give him a pass for the things that he said about people. Right. Because nowhere did I hear Jesus, I haven't read in the Bible where Jesus has said things that were divisive. And divisive may be my opinion versus somebody else's opinion, right. but what he said didn't sit well with me. And so then you have a pastor who, I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but a pastor gets up there who's also speaking about the same Jesus, and he's talking about the negativity that was spread by Charlie Kirk. So you can't give Charlie Kirk a pass because he says Jesus. Meanwhile, he's saying derogatory things about people, but then want to go after a pastor who says Jesus, but he also speaks to what Charlie Kirk was saying. The difference, before you cut me off, the difference between Charlie Kirk and what other people are doing is that Charlie Kirk said things about people that were his opinion, and it was offensive to some people. The people who are speaking about Charlie Kirk are not talking about people in general. They're talking about what the man said and taking offense to what he said. So that's the difference. You can't talk about Black women's mental capacity and all these other things that he said and get a pass for it. But then when somebody calls him out and says, well, these are the things that he said, oh, you can't say that. Oh, you're being divisive.
I don't think that's the point. Again, we could go
down. That's
down
what I'm seeing, though.
Right. We could go down that rabbit hole forever too. You've had people on a certain side that were preaching, and y'all heard it. If you see them in a restaurant, get in their face, go to their house, do this, do that. You're preaching this shit, but then when it happens to you, now we got to flip the script.
Yeah, I know, Dom. I know, Dom. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it goes back 400 years in this country.
Yeah, so
we're talking about right now and what people preach, Dave. They were preaching violence.
But do you understand?
Get in your face. Come on. I mean, again, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, Dave. Some of this shit that's being spewed is fucking toxic. It's on both sides. It's toxic.
Who's doing the toxic? Who's doing the toxic shit?
Black people.
Every one of them.
Black people didn't pour the chemicals in the water.
Who got the position in the podium to spew the most toxic shit? And then what side is well prepared and mobilized to do something about it? Right? You throwing gas on a tender fire. You understand what I'm saying? Of misinformation.
It's all misinformation.
Not all information. It's not all of it. Not all of it.
You had Barack Obama come out and say, this didn't happen when I was president. But he never once said we should all stop. There we go again with cherry picking and picking sides.
Wait a minute. But you said Barack Obama ain't say we shouldn't all stop. Like
his initial comment was directed toward the right and what they're preaching and what they're saying. He caught some backlash.
Okay, let's take that right there. And what was the right preaching about?
What was the left preaching about? That's what I'm
getting at. Come on, Dom. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
We had these motherfuckers talking about.
I just asked you a simple question. Like what? What was the right talking about?
What was they talking about?
Who I don't agree with 80% of the time, I'm not an Obama fan. You understand what I'm saying? But at this point right here, what I'm
okay, I
it
hear
ain't the guy.
Let me just
what's being said on both
sides. Let me just give this example before we go. Wait, can I just get this one thing in there? Real quick?
Course.
So like this is not like sports where two teams get on the field and the score is 0-0.
That's right.
You're talking about a situation where one side has had a clear historical advantage over another side. And then when the other side starts fighting back, then it becomes what both sides are doing. No,
that's why I said don't. That's why I said stop that.
So,
you know
it's very unfair.
Well, you have.
Wait. Let me just finish.
Hold on.
It's very unfair to compare both sides evenly, particularly in matters of race in this country. It was never an even playing field. So when one side has had centuries in this country of an advantage, and then another side starts to catch up and get a pushback against the advantages that the other side had, then all of a sudden it becomes problematic. Then you hear people talking about, oh, why can't people just get along? Oh, it was the past is the past. It was never an even playing field. So it's not fair to then be critical of the side that has suffered and that are fighting back and then say, well, it's both sides.
So can I say something? Can I say something?
Go right ahead.
Right. So we all are entitled to our opinions. Like I don't agree with Dom sometimes, but he's entitled to his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And people's opinions are based on their upbringing, their different ideologies, their different vantage points, in society. So we can sit here and argue all evening, but Dom is going to continue to have the same opinion because of his vantage point. You're going to have the same opinion because of your vantage point. And both things can be right at the same time. Both things can be right at the same time. So what I do like and what you broke down, and I'm going to take it a little step further, Dave, is because somebody invokes the name of Jesus or invokes God or invokes Bible references and so forth and so on, that does not sanctify what's coming out of their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look historically back, the Bible and verses and passages and so forth from the Bible were used to justify slavery.
We used to pacify us too.
It was used to justify slavery. So again, just because someone uses the Bible as a reference, that does not sanctify or justify the words that are coming out of their mouths. Because I can say, hey, well, in the King James Version, it tells me to treat others the way that I want to be treated. And then I come in and I say, well, you know what? Because I've been oppressed because I felt oppressed for this amount of years, I feel like that I should reciprocate that. That doesn't justify what I'm saying. So when we try to spin the scriptures and try to make it seem like this guy wasn't about love, and he wasn't about togetherness, and he wasn't about bringing people together. He wasn't about that. He was about divisiveness. And you know what? He profited off of that. And he's not the first one. He's not the first one. Like I mentioned before, Alex Jones had an empire that was based on telling lies
and got all his money taken away from him.
But I'm just saying, like, so the Kirk guy is not the first, and he won't be the last. So
Absolutely.
I'm not going to like. So Dom, please don't feel like people are like we're jumping on you or whatever. Nah, dude, I respect your opinion. And your opinion comes from the vantage point that you've come from. It comes from that. Yeah. So again, you're entitled to that, just like Dave is entitled to his opinion. And we could always say, well, this side is saying this and this side is saying that. All of it is being orchestrated by the puppet master because we didn't have this discourse. We had disagreements, but we were able to come together and say, okay, we can disagree, but we can still respect each other.
And that's what I was talking about, another agenda, a different agenda.
You know
what I'm saying? It's not just the FCC shit.
Okay.
It's something that to deal with a bigger agenda. That's it.
But I'm saying with this particular situation, I believe that it's because ABC and Disney or want to have this this takeover or this merger with this other, and it's going to make them more money and more profitable. So they're going to placate, they're going to kiss the ring, bend the knee, or whatever, because this guy is, because the FCC is the organization that has the ability to say yay or nay. So if I bend the knee, this is going to help me further my business and so forth and so on. And just like somebody said, they didn't cancel the show, they just suspended it. So what that means is after this is all over, they can come back and say, well, you know, blah, 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 this and that, blah, 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 and spin it how they want to spin it. Because what is ABC really, what programming does ABC have that people watching?
You know what I'm saying? This will also make the next podcast or the next co-host, you know what I'm saying? Not talk about, you know what I'm saying, those you know what I'm saying, situations. So, you know what I'm saying? It's something bigger. It's definitely something.
I just find it, before we go, I just find it kind of ironic. First of all, what Bishop said, I have a different vantage point. If my different vantage point is solely based on my race, this is why we're where we're at.
No,
I didn't say you said that, Bishop. I'm saying
it's not race.
Let me finish, Bishop. I just find it odd that all of this shit really took a turn for the worse when the chosen one didn't get chosen. And that happened twice in the last 8 to 12 years. The first chosen one was Hillary Clinton. She didn't get chosen. So now we're going to go totally.
She shouldn't have got chosen.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Live. I'm not picking. Let me finish. I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying I seen a shift then with a lot of the hate coming out because, again, too many people thought she was the chosen one.
Yeah, please.
I'm just saying, guys. I just seen it's me, guys. Like Bishop said, we all have our opinion,
right?
But I seen that total shift, and all of a sudden, the hatred for the country because was it?
I gotta stop you with that. I gotta stop you with that. Respectfully, I think this is what Bishop is talking about. Vantage point on November 5th, 2008, the day after Barack Obama was elected, there was a meeting about how we're going to get rid of Barack Obama.
Right.
And you started saying, it doesn't matter whether it worked or didn't. I'm talking about the sentiment. The hate that came out about that man, not about anything that he was about, policy, politically, nothing like that. The hate that came out, the denigration of his family, all those things. You didn't see that hate then? It didn't start with Hillary Clinton. But
I'm not saying it did.
But you
I'm
did.
Not saying it did.
Tom,
I'm saying that's where I saw the shift. I saw what happened before.
But that's the point. That's the point.
Okay. I'm saying all of a sudden we had this total discourse.
Tom, I love you. I love you, but there was hate that was demonstrated as soon as Barack Obama was elected, before he could even be sworn in. The hate against I saw and you know what? Black people didn't see a shift. Black people actually
not at all
because we've experienced this our entire lives. It's just that when it started being against white people in America, then it's a shift.
Oh, the motherfuckers stomped the fucking Capitol.
I think
guys.
I'm not saying that's like saying two wrongs don't make a right.
It's not. It's not. But see, that's the problem, though. It's always a problem when the people who don't have the power start raising up.
Right.
We have 260 plus years or 70 whatever of this country, and how much of that time have Black people in this country suffered through? But now it becomes a problem. Now so there's no.
I don't think that's what I'm getting at, Dave.
Well, I'm just putting it out there.
Not at all.
Black people did not see a shift.
All right, I gotta shut this down.
Oh.
Hey man, I got
Go put your onesie on.
Yeah. Come on.
This guy with his onesie.
No, it's called
So
taking control.
You
Called
like
I will say this after all the
cold
bad.
water.
Yeah.
Cold water.
actually kept his camera on almost all night.
Exactly. Exactly. Listen, even if it is
We're proud of you.
white, yeah,
even
relative.
Dave, I don't know if it's not color.
It's something.
I can see the brim of his hat.
Yeah, the brim is like yellow,
like a different color.
Yeah, but his
arms look like it's in Technicolor. I think it's the background.
Maybe it's washing him out. It's what it is.
You know what?
No, it's the background.
You know what?
He got his OnlyFans.
Rob.
He got his OnlyFans filter on there.
Don't talk about R, please.
So the shift started, if you want to be honest about it, way back when Bill Clinton was elected. And that's when cable television became popular. Rush Limbaugh was the most popular person on whatever. And he started that whole era way back when. I keep it a buck, Remember, he was Slick Willie and whatever.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh had it. Yeah,
you know what he was about.
He was the guy. Yeah.
So that's when it started, and with the invention of the internet and over time, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all a funny story before we go?
Please.
I go to this doctor, right? Because they're talking about this plastic surgery for this shit that's going on with my nose, right? This is how fucked up we are as a country. Without picking sides, without picking colors. Just stay with me for a minute. The doctor tells me, if I do plastic surgery, the VA don't normally do anesthesia, so we got to numb it, and you might feel a little something, and the nose might go a little, and it really looks worse till it gets better. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Wow.
Dave, this dude went from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. He went from my nose to soldiers in the street in D.C. And I'm sitting there like, how the fuck did this happen? Y'all would have been really proud because I didn't say nothing, Dave. I just sat there like, how did this shit happen? Then all of a sudden,
BBL.
Hold on.
Hey, yo.
All of a sudden, he says he gives me this paper. I guess I got to bring it to the girl at the front so she could give it to the VA. He gives me the paper and he goes to give me the paper and says, bring this to the front desk. And I said, the first thing I said, Dave, you'd have been fucking proud of me. I should have filmed it. Through all his banter, I sat there like, I'm thinking to myself, this guy don't even know me. And he's going,
yeah.
So then he goes to hand me the paper, Dave, and says, bring this to the lady at the front desk so she could, and I stopped him. I said, that won't be necessary. And I walked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like come back and get the paper. I'm like, you think I want this motherfucker?
Got the rhinoplasty, all your benefits.
That's exactly what I got, Live.
Yep.
I got that rhino, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So we're trying to like medical approach before we do but out of nowhere, this fucking guy didn't examine me, didn't do nothing. I mean, it's really not. I don't know if y'all can see me. It's really not showing, but I know what it can possibly become. So before I did that, I went to a skin doctor. They gave me this 90-day program with pills and a rub. But this fucking guy don't know me from Adam's house cat.
Oh,
and
all your benefits and went crazy.
Talking like he's on MSNBC. I'm like, and then you got to give me the fucking paper. Like I want the government to give you $6,000.
See,
that the same government that you're talking about.
Negative.
I said that won't be necessary. And then when I went to get up, he said, this is how fucking arrogant he was. When I said that won't be necessary and I walked past the form, he said, Mr. Donato, you forgot something.
No,
Dave, I'm telling you, man, you'd have been so proud.
No, you didn't.
I didn't even look back. I just
I heard that.
You just kept walking.
With that being said, gotta shut down. Shut down time. That's it. It's over.
Go to bed, man.
I surely am Tom. Thanks a lot, Dave, Bishop, Rob, Live.
Y'all be good, man.
Everybody.
Another good one.
Shout out to Azul, my man. Peace.
Yankees are 3 games out, 9 to play.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Just
Let's go.
like I predicted.
Y'all be good.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Peace, everybody. Yes, sir.
Have a great weekend, fellas.